Okay. Okay. Come on, man. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. What's going on? Welcome. Welcome back. Welcome back to Cigar Talk. Did I just wake up? Nah, I've been up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I've been up a little bit, man. Listen, I just wanted to come cook with my family. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on the last 48 hours in boxing. It's a lot going on the last 48 hours in boxing. So I said, come on, let's talk about it. Let's cook up. Let's cook up. I know everybody was on me because I wanted to do it a Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Everybody like, yo, football coming on. We only got an hour. All right, so let me get my shit off. I'm gonna try to make this quick for y'all football heads. Me, I'm not really a football guy until it's like, you know, I'm a hype beast. You know what I'm saying? With the playoffs or the Super Bowl, then you can let me know. But I don't really watch football like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm more like a boxing, of course. Y'all know how we get down. And basketball. You know what I'm saying? So salute, man. I'm gonna get to it. We gonna set the table. First off, before we set the table, right? Before we set the table, how was y'all niggas Thanksgiving, man? How was y'all Thanksgiving, man? I hope y'all not still eating leftovers. If you eat leftovers, today's the last goddamn day. Throw that motherfucking plate away. Ain't no more leftovers after today. After today, you're done. You're done. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the chat. Neverfold, what's popping? Neverfold, what's up, my boy? Jack, we got an hour to football. I know, man. I'm gonna make it quick. Yo, what's popping? How you say that? Max G? Mox? Mal G? I'm not sure. Salute, though. Uh-oh, Mad Money bitch. You know, let's set the table. Y'all ready to cook? Y'all ready to cook? We gotta set the table, y'all. I'm gonna get to the topics of the day. 21 Trackhawk, what's popping? Yo, salute, Kenny. Salute. I busy. You know the slogan. It's two more callers. Come on, you know the slogan. We gotta keep them here. You know the slogan. Najee, the West Coast not fucking with this 9 a.m. Sunday stream. A Cali nigga. My bad, Looney. My bad. I'm gonna take that into account, man. I wanted to do something today because the week is a little busy for me. So I want to do something today, but I understand, man. Looney, we gonna get that together. All right, let me give y'all something before we set the table. Before we set the table and start to get the cooking on the topics, we got 3 topics of the day. First topic of the day, Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz. A lot of people been hitting me. My shit, my ats been flooded. My DMs, people saying, yo, you got to call out Boots. A lot of people feel like he ducking Virgil Ortiz. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to give y'all opinions, and I want to hear what you think. Topic number 2 of the day. Topic number 2. Let's get to it. The young boy, my youngin', Curmel Moton, one of the best prospects in the sport of boxing, missed weight by 14 pounds. We got to get to it. We got to talk about it. And lastly, we got Kid Austin's pops, Floyd Scofield. Somebody, I think it was Coach Malachi, put out a video, and I seen it on Two-Tone, actually. Two-Tone on Twitter. I seen it on Two-Tone's page where he's the one that posted it on Twitter, where Kid Austin got into a domestic dispute with a woman, and it ain't look good. It ain't look good. I didn't like it. And generally, I try to stay away from things that's not boxing related, but I just feel like it got to be addressed because it was something that was everywhere. And, you know, we just got to take a stance on Cigar Talk about how we feel. So, before I get to it, we're going to set the table. Before I get to it, I just want to apologize to everybody in here. We were supposed to have David Benavides on Friday. He had to postpone, y'all. Hit me last minute. I ain't going to tell y'all what he had to do, whatever, but, you know, long story short, we had to postpone it. So I'm looking to give a new date this week. I'm going to make the announcement later today as far as the date, but we're going to cook. David Benavides on Cigar Talk. I need y'all in attendance. Come on, that's the Mexican monster. I need y'all in attendance, cooking with me, bringing that good content, bringing them questions, and cooking the guests. Y'all know how we do. We cook the guests. We cooking them. All right. So, y'all know how we do. First things first. Welcome to Cigar Talk. If you're just tuning in, I appreciate you pulling up. We're going to talk boxing today, man. We got the topics of the day. I gave out the 3 topics. You can see the topics of the day on the title of the video. But first, let me talk about this. Before we get to the topics of the day, I'm going to get to the topics. I'm going to bring y'all up. I want to hear some opinions. I want to hear if you agree, disagree with me. Let me know how you feel. First, before the topics, I just want to say, I watched the fight last night. Sonny Edwards versus Galalia 5. Did y'all see that fight on DAZN? Sonny Edwards versus Galalia 5. Now, there's a couple things I wanna salute, Ken. We gonna fry the guest. Salute. Y'all know how we do. All right, it's a couple things I want to get to. If y'all saw that fight, Sonny Edwards. There's a few things I want to say. Number one, Bam Rodriguez destroyed Sonny Edwards. I ain't even gonna lie. I can't even lie, y'all. And when I say this, I don't want to take away credit from Galalia 5. I don't want to take away credit from him because, remember, Sonny Edwards just fought Curio to fight before, and he looked good. He put the whooping on him. He did the Sonny Edwards. He moving his feet. He using his jab. He staying long range. But there's a difference. There's a difference, y'all. Salute Karma in the building. Wasn't much of a fight. More like a one-sided beatdown. You right. You right, Karma. Salute. Sonny looked horrible. That he did. Sonny is another Billy Joe Saunders. Come on, Oscar De La Soba. Come on, nigga. Billy Joe? Y'all gonna do him like that? All right. Let me tell you the difference. Number one, I keep telling everybody this because y'all know the slogan in boxing. We got it from Floyd. Skills pay the bills. That's what Floyd Mayweather taught us. That's what he said. And fighters been running with it ever since. And I'm not mad at that. Skills do pay the bills. If there's a big if. I said if you can withstand pressure. Skills only pay the bills if you can control the pressure. Everybody can't do that. Everyone can't control the pressure the same way. And that's what we saw with Sonny Edwards last night. Galalia 5 put on athletic pressure. Thank you, Neverfold. Pressure burst pipes. Salute, Neverfold. Galalia 5 used athletic pressure. What's the difference? Right? The Curio used pressure, but it wasn't athletic. He walked straight forward with a high guard and throw all this bullshit. Mexican style. I'm not mad at it. I enjoy Mexican style. Champion peace, my brother. I enjoy Mexican style. But there's a concrete difference between walking forward with a high guard and using athletic pressure. where you got fast feet. What do we see? Round one, Sonny Edwards started trying to move. Goliath fired. Ooh, quick move, cut off the angle. Quick move, cut off the angle. Walk forward, throwing pressure. He cut off Sonny Edwards' angles from round one. Right? Pressure's not just with the hands, y'all. Of course, this is pressure too, right? I'm throwing volume. I'm putting a certain amount of pressure on you. But there's foot pressure as well. And that's the thing that makes it difficult when you got to deal with hand pressure and feet pressure. That puts pressure on your mind now. And that's what we saw Goliath did. He pressed Sonny early and took his confidence. Took his confidence. Right? I bet on it. A nigga won $1,000, you know what I'm saying? I bet on the stoppage from Goliath 5. But what I said was he took his confidence early. And that's what you got to do to a fighter that just came off a beatdown. Ben Rodriguez beat Sonny Edwards down. And you got to make, it's your job now to make him question. You saw what happened to Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo stood in there and said, do I still got it? That's what you got to do. You got to make him question if he still got it, using that pressure. And that's what Goliath did, man. That's what he did, man. And we got to respect that. So I love to see that. It was a great fight. I want to know what y'all hear about, what y'all think about that too. Oh, salute OG Vic in the building. It sounds like you describing that tank pressure. OG Vic, absolutely. You 100% right about that, OG. That's what Tank does. It ain't just the hand pressure because he hit like a motherfucker. It's the foot pressure. That's what he did to Frank Martin. After round 4 to 5, he started cutting off Frank Martin, walking forward with bombs. And that's what it is. So, y'all want to talk about the Tank fight too? Okay, we can talk about that. The press conference, salute, Gervonta Davis fanboy. The press conference is on Tuesday. I'll be in attendance. Y'all know me and Gervonta got into a little exchange on Twitter a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to be in attendance and see what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. But topics of the day, before we get to Tank, let's get to the topics of the day, y'all. Number 1, Boots Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz. Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz. Now, it's a lot I got to say about this, y'all. And I want to get y'all up here cooking. How I'm going to do it, I'm going to do mine first. I'm going to get my shit off. And then I want to get some opinions on this. Before I even get to the other topics, I'm going to get mine off on this topic. And then I want to hear what y'all think. I'm seeing a lot of Boots is a duck in the chat. If you think he a duck, put it in the chat. I ain't gonna lie, duck Boots is nasty work. Rando, you're wilding right now. Duck Boots is nasty. What y'all think about this? Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz. All right, I'm gonna give my opinion. First things first. I like Boots Ennis. I think Boots Ennis has the potential to be a great fighter. I think Boots Ennis has the potential to be a pound-for-pound fighter. Now, there's a few things that we got to get to and break down about the Boots Ennis Virgil Ortiz situation. Number 1, we got to start with the Karen fight. This last one. Boots faced Karen in the rematch. The rematch was supposed to be one where Boots came in and stepped on him because it's a rematch. The first fight, Karen ran. We all know that. We all saw what happened. Karen ran around the whole fight. Second fight, Karen came to fight. He ain't come to run. He was walking forward. He was standing in the pocket. he was frustrating Boots. He hit him with some clean shots, then he would hold him. Hit him with clean shots, and then he hold him. We saw that. However, the fight wasn't close. Boots absolutely won the fight. I see some people trying to say, nah, it was a draw. No, it wasn't. Boots clearly won the fight, but he didn't dominate, right? And that's what we come to expect of Boots. He didn't dominate. So he took some criticism, which I'm not mad at. He could get some criticism for that fight because with great expectations comes great responsibility. Boots got a lot of expectations on his head. Now, y'all remember, in the ring, post-fight Karen, post-fight press conference. Man, hit them likes up too, man. Come on. I'm going to bring y'all up to cook. Hit the like button. Let's share this. This is the least y'all can do for me, man. Show some love. Cigar Talk. I got David Benavides next week. He had to cancel. Hit that like button for me. Spread that. It helps the algorithm. What we saw from Boots in the post-fight press conference, he said, I don't know, and I'm paraphrasing. I got to go back to get the exact verbiage. I'm paraphrasing from what I remember. But he said, he said something along the lines of, I feel better. I think I'll feel better at 154. Right? That's what he said. They said that in the ring and in the post-fight press conference. They both said that. Bozy Ennis said that as well. I feel like Boots will be a little better. He'll look a little differently at 54. Boots said, I've been making 47 for the last however many years. Right? So now fast forward. Here we go. Fast forward. They saying Boots is a duck in the comments. All right, fast forward. Now we here. This past weekend. Right? What I see a statement from Virgil Ortiz's trainer. Let me see. Can I pull that up? Because I want to read it. I want to read the whole thing. I want to read it so we could break it down one by one. You know what I'm saying? I want to break it down one by one so we can read the whole. Let me see. I'm looking for it on here. If y'all know the dude name on Instagram, tell me, and then I'll pull it up. Virgil Ortiz trainer. I'm trying to see what that statement was. Because I read a statement that I saw it on Twitter, but it was a statement on Instagram. I want to read the statement, y'all. Anybody know his handle? What's the handle on Instagram? Because I'm a paraphrase, but I want to read the exact words that he said. I can't find it right now. But if y'all know the handle, let me know and I'll pull it up so we can read it together. But essentially, he said, "Oh, they're the promoter 559." All right, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up so we could read this and get the cooking. Promoter 559. Rick. Okay, here it is. Rick. Here it is. Rick. All right, let me share my screen. Let me share the screen so we can read this together. Share screen. Instagram. Boom. All right. We're sharing the screen. Y'all see that? Hold on. We're sharing it. Oh. All right. Boom. Here we go. We're sharing the screen. Can y'all see it? Is it good? Let me know. Can y'all see that? It's up on my screen. I just want to make sure y'all can read that. Let me know in the chat. Can y'all read that? All right. It says right here. Let me read the caption first. The caption says, this is Virgil Ortiz's promoter, Rick. Just be honest. It's not enough. Jerron Ennis, you knew the weight and said it live after your last fight. Your dad knew the weight when he said you made us an offer a couple of weeks ago and we turned it down, which was pure bullshit. And for sure, your promoter, Matchroom Boxing, not only knew the weight, but said it on air multiple times at 154. Why do all that and get what you and get what you want and the biggest checkbook in boxing history and career high payday for your biggest fight of your life and then run away. There is and never will be, there isn't and will never be greatness tied to that manufactured record of yours. To be honest, even I thought you were one of the special ones, like many fans, and mean that, but don't ever mention your name with Terrence Crawford or any of the GOATs. Now, ever again, as none of them do shit like this or doubt themselves or entire team doubt them. Wow. He's going crazy. Hold up. Last paragraph. We never said a rude or disrespectful word while you guys said and did all this. Virgil Ortiz simply said yes when given the deal. That's what a real champion and greatness does. Send Ortiz a check for $50,000 for using his name that you clearly needed for clout, as we all know you needed him. He does not need you, and time will show that. Management matters, and someone needs to help fix Boots' career. There's a big hole in the soul. Damn. This dude trying to eat the Boots. Hold up. This is Jerron Ennis. Don't know, man. I think it might be time to go to 54. I felt good. But I felt that 54, I'm going to be way better, and my pop will be how it's supposed to be. This is what Jerron Ennis, he's quoting. That's a quote from Jerron Ennis in the ring after the Karen fight. He says, also in the ring after the fight, Eddie Hearn added, I've noticed this week he's been much tighter at 147. Perhaps it's time to move to 54. It's very difficult to do. It when you want to win belts and hold the world championship, but also it's affecting your performance. You have to move up. All right. That was some ether. I ain't gonna lie. All right. That was some ether. So y'all got that? We read that. That was from Virgil's team, right? That was from Virgil's team. So now, what else did I see? I saw that and I read that and I said, okay, this is coming from one side. We got to get both sides, y'all. We can't just go to get one side. You got to get both sides of the story. And that's one thing I don't like when y'all be doing that. People in my comments like, yo, Najee, how come you ain't call him a duck? Yo, you got to get both sides of the story. You can't just go get one side. You got to get both sides. I reached out to Team Jerron Ennis. I haven't heard back, unfortunately. Not yet. But here we go. Let me read this real quick because it's on the story. Did y'all see Boots posted a story basically in response to all the backlash he's been getting? Let me share the screen. Let me share the screen so y'all can see it. I'm going to drop the link in a bit. I want y'all to come cook with me. I want to know opinions. All right, look. Oh, nah, not this Michael Jackson clip. What? I seen the rumors on social media just like y'all did. As far as the fight with me and Virgil, I was unaware that the alleged negotiations was being made on my end. From here on out, if it don't come from me and me only, don't believe it. And I will address if I'm staying at 47 or moving up to 54 at a later date and time. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to be honest. I didn't like that statement from Boots. Oh, the pause button? My bad. Yeah, my bad. My bad. I didn't like that statement from Boots. Yeah, I see Mike Jack. I can lie that to the Mike Jack. My bad. I didn't pause it, but I didn't like that statement from Boots. One, I tell you right now, it's hard for me to sit here and be like, you didn't know negotiations were taking place. Is it possible? I guess so. I guess that's possible. I don't know if it's likely. To me, I'm just telling you how I feel. I'm being honest. That felt like a manufactured statement that somebody gave him to say, and I didn't like it. I would rather Boots have stayed silent if he wasn't ready to speak on going to 54 or staying at 47. Because y'all already know Boots. Y'all know Boots already. Boots don't even like to talk. Boots don't even like to do all the talking. Boots just want to get in the ring and do that. Boots don't even like to talk. So that's why it's hard for me to believe that that statement even came from him, right? Yes, it was on his page. Yes, I'm sure he greenlit the statement, but it's hard for me to believe that Boots himself was like, yo, I got to put out a statement and do this. I don't believe that. Boots don't even like to talk. And I feel like he should have stayed quiet. I feel like he should have stayed quiet because, number one, this is what I feel. I can't call it a duck until I know what Boots does next. Right? And I'm giving y'all the actual factuals. I cannot call it a duck until I know what Boots does next. A duck is not just something that's like, yo, I didn't take this fight equals ducking. A duck is you didn't take something to do something easier. You're trying to avoid it so I could do something easier. And I got to see what Boots actually does next before I, Najee Cigar Talk, can say it's a duck. But what I will say, and what I did not like about the situation with Boots, and he has to get criticism for this. This is my opinion. I feel like looking at the whole situation, right? Because first they said, and I saw an interview with Eddie Hearn today. Eddie Hearn says, yo, the first thing that came is they sent us a contract that said 147. We went back to them and said, yo, are y'all sure 147? And then they came back and said, yo, 154. And apparently they bought it to Team Boots, and Boots and them wasn't sure what they wanted to do yet. That's what I saw from Eddie Hearn today. Now, what I got to say, again, I can't say it's a duck until I see what Boots does next. I got to see what he does next before I say it's a duck. But what I will say to Boots, you cannot have your cake and eat it too. You can't do that. What it seemed to me is like, what it feel like to me is, I just got my strap at 147. I just got the IBO strap, right? He got it off Terrence Crawford, who was stripped also, right? I just got stripped for the IBF. I mean, Terrence Crawford got stripped. I got the belt. And he's trying to stay a champion, which is why it would make sense why they would try to get a fight at 47 so you don't lose the belt. But you can't have your cake and eat it too. In Boots' statement where he said, if it don't come from me and only me, don't believe it. I'm sorry, Boots. This is the social media era. People gonna believe whoever speaks first. That's what it is. That's what it is. And number two, Boots, you got to make up your mind. I think he got to make up his mind. Right? Either one, you try to go to the IBF and get an exemption. I know you can pay. I read the IBF rules. You could pay $20,000 to try to get an exemption. But the IBF is one of the strictest organizations. So who knows if they would have granted it? It got to go to a vote, all of that. Who knows? Right? But what I will say is, it looks like right now, I don't know. I haven't heard Eddie say that they've actually reached out to the IBF for an exemption. If they haven't, the only two options are you go to Unify at 47 or you go to 54 and drop the belts. That's a big decision. Are you going to drop your belt that you just got? You just got here. And it's Thanksgiving. I'm with my family. I get that. But to me, Boots, you in a position right now where you trying to cross over and you got to make a decision, brother. You got to make that decision. It's a hard choice. I get it. I'm not even saying you got to do that. But you got to make a decision. You can't have it both ways. Either you're going to move up or you're going to stay at 47, and you got to declare what that is. I think the last fight when he said he felt like he felt better at 54, so now to not go to 54, that don't look good. Ain't taking a lot of criticism. Rightfully so. But I just feel like I said, is to me, Boots' biggest mistake in all of this is less about fighting Virgil at 54, but more, you got to make up your mind. You got to make up your mind, brother, what you want to do. And then what I saw, Xander Zayas came. He said that I got offered the fight, and they said I got 1 hour to make a decision. I made the decision in 1 minute. I want Virgil Ortiz. So I say that to say, Xander Zayas is moving like a young, hungry lion. Boots is a champion, but Boots, you still got to move like that young, hungry lion. And I think he got to make a choice and make a decision. That's the way I see it. So again, I can't call him a duck yet until I know what he does after. Depending on what he does after will determine to me if it's a duck. But I can't say that. And I don't think any of y'all can say that because you don't know what he's going to do. You don't know if he's going to stay at 47. You don't know if he's going to go to 54. What if he goes up to 54 and challenge for the IBF? The Big Russian. What's the Big Russian name that just whooped on who he just whooped on, the Big Russian? Damn, what's the nigga name? Hold up. Let me get my Mazliov. What's his name, y'all? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Big Russian that just whooped on old boy. Hold on, let me see the official rankings. Big Russian. What's his name? Oh, yeah, Maratsliov. Barkham Maratsliov. Yeah. Bakaram. Y'all know him. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what Boots gonna do. So you can't call it a duck until you know exactly what he did. That's the only time you can say a duck. A duck is not just about, I'm not taking this. It's about, you didn't do this and you did this. Y'all can't forget the and. You can't forget the and. But listen, let me know what y'all think, man. I want to know. Let me invite people up to the cookout right now. It's time to cook. It's time to cook. Link is in the chat. Come up. Give me your thoughts. I want to know what y'all think, man. Do y'all think Boots is ducking? Do y'all agree with me? My sentiment, and again, my stance is this. People try to say, oh, you biased. You biased. I'm not biased, bro. I just don't necessarily run with everybody because everybody just says this. And again, I can't say it's a duck until I know what else you doing. When I look at Brian Norman Jr., that was a duck. That was a duck. But I can't say Boots is ducking just yet. But let me know. Y'all can agree with me, disagree with me. I'm open to conversation. I'm open to debate. I want to know what everybody thinks, man, because this is Boots. One of the most, hey, y'all know the rules, man. Turn them cameras on. We need them cameras on. If you want to come up, we need them cameras on. You know what I'm saying? We need them cameras on, y'all. So, all right, let me get Dean to the channel. Let me get Dean.
What's up, my guy?
What's up, man? We need that camera on, though, B. You had the camera on. Turn the camera on.
I'm at work right now, bro. I got people in here and shit like that. I can't, at work, you can't be having your shit out like, the company shit and all that. So, I can't.
All right. You're getting the pass for today, but you know what I'm saying? We need them cameras on because we like to cook. Dean, tell me what you think, man. Boots Ennis, Virgil Ortiz situation.
Brody, my thing is, you can't. Boots literally just fought 3 weeks ago. Boots literally just came out and said that all of this is cap. He literally just came out and said that. And the funniest part about it is, how do you be the B side and then give the A side an ultimatum on? So first of all, y'all sent one offer at 147. And then they said, no, it's at 154. That's what Eddie said. But then Eddie is also saying that Boots will have to vacate his belt. But then how is that part true if he just fought his mandatory? So my biggest thing is, and then why would Boots go up to 154 instead of wait for the opportunity where he could fight Bakaram and challenge him immediately? That don't even make sense.
So that's
So
what I
we
think. But hold on,
Mhm.
because there's a couple of things, and this misinformation, and this is where we got to decide what we as boxing fans feel is real and not real. Because according to Virgil Ortiz, manager, he says that they the ones that sent the offer, right? Eddie said we got an offer. Virgil Ortiz people saying y'all sent us an offer. So it's really unclear who sent what. But I'm asking you, Dean, do you feel like because Boots is not taking this fight at 54, when everybody's saying Virgil was sick at 47, he went to the hospital. So how can you offer him at 47? Do you feel like that's a duck?
See, this is the thing though, cigar talk. I like Najee. I don't think it's a duck from the simple fact is Boots literally just fought. And he said the only way he going up to 154 is if he don't get a unification. But he just fought twice this year. Boots is not on the clock to fight until at minimum the summertime next year. So he can wait for Stanionis and all of them to fight and do all of that. And people don't know if he going to get a unification or not. They don't know any of that. They don't know if he could challenge Bakaram Murtazaliev. They don't know none of this. And then now you got Eddie saying that they was the ones that got an offer. But then you got Virgil people saying that they was the ones that sent the offer. And then it's just too much BS. And then they saying, how can you give Boots 48 hours to make a decision? And you the B-side. Do that sound like negotiating in good faith?
Well, you know what, Dean? I don't believe that it's necessarily about them giving that. I believe because they're trying to get Boots and Virgil on this February 22nd card, right? That's what, to me, the rush on the timing is because Turkey, who's the one that's providing all the money, is saying this is the date that I'm having. That's going to be if you want the bag, you got to fight on this date.
And now, but this the other thing though. See, this is where I know where I also kind of think is BS, because people talking about he offering Boots $6, $7, $8 million to fight Virgil, but he wouldn't offer that to fight Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, we don't know. I'm going to get on numbers because people sitting here making up numbers. It's no way possible any of us know them numbers.
And again, there's no way possible that anybody knows, because Ennis came out and addressed this, said that people negotiate behind his back. He ain't got nothing. Mind you, and then it's the other part, Najee. He just fought. Y'all sent it the day before Thanksgiving? So is it much more believable? Because Greg Hackett said he just talked to Boots, and Boots was sitting up there saying that he hasn't even been on no boxing stuff. So what's much more believable? You send it the day before Thanksgiving when the man gonna be with his family, just got finished fighting. You got to make it make sense for me. And then if y'all wanted this card, shouldn't they been reaching out to Boots prior to this, to where it's not such a rush? If they really wanted to make the fight, that part don't make sense. Turkey knew that he was going to put on this card. Remember, Najee, it was rumored that they was already going to be on this. We've been hearing about this. So why are you just sending a contract or so-called doing that when you've had time to make all of this stuff happen?
Yo, Deem, are you from Philly? Everybody in the chat saying you from Philly.
Of course, you already know.
All right.
But no, I'm gonna let you continue to cook, Najee.
I appreciate you pulling up, brother. Thank you, man.
You already know, Brody.
All right, later. All right. Let me get D1 to the chat. Oh, is this the angry white man? Let me get D1 to the chat. Hold up, D1. What's popping?
What's up with you, champ? How you doing today, bro?
What's up, my brother? How you doing, man?
Yo, bro, this shit is crazy. This is Oscar De La Hoya and team trying to fucking get out in front some shit, paint a narrative, bro. No 147-pound champion could never duck a 154-pound nothing. He ain't got no fucking straps. There's nothing to go up there and fight him for. What the fuck are people even talking about, dog? This shit is crazy. It's way out of pocket. We don't know what Boots is doing. Virgil ain't shit. They're all Terrence Crawford fans out here trying to fucking paint Boots as a duck, knowing damn well trying to get some get back because their boy ducked. It's some bullshit, dog.
Hold on, but what about this? D1? They saying, well, this will be Boots's. That's what the manager said when I read the statement. This is Boots's biggest payday. This is the most money you ever had. How could you not take this?
Boots just made $3 million. He's a fucking champion. If Virgil wants to fight Boots, he would have to go to Boots. Boots is the A side. They're just fucking talking and issuing statements in the media, dog. This shit is cap. There probably ain't even a fucking fight for them two to fight. They're just out here pushing a fucking narrative, bro. They know how this shit goes. They're paying attention to chats, live streams, what everybody says. They're trying to paint a fucking narrative. Since when a 147-pound champion got to move up and fight a 154-pound nothing? He's not even a champ, dog. It don't go like that. Boxing has never went like that. And everything these people are calling ducks nowadays, ain't no fucking ducks. A duck is when two people have an agreement like Frank Martin and Shakur Stevenson or Tank and Loma, and one of them bounces on that fucking agreement. That's what the duck is. Everything gets called a duck nowadays, dog. This shit ain't that. It ain't it. It's
So,
fucking sad.
Let me ask you this, D1. I respect those points too. I definitely respect that. And again, I'm playing devil's advocate here.
I know.
And you saying, but what about this? They said in the fight, in the ring, post conference, Boots says, I think I would feel better at 54. I feel like 54 is a better thing. So what about that?
And I hear that. That's all good to say that, but we can't just take him at his word because every fucking thing everybody says is just words, dog. He's just talking, trying to make himself look better for a poor performance against Karen, which I think Karen is a much better fighter than anybody wants to give him credit for. I think he'll go up there and work people the fuck out. Barrios will struggle with him. Brian Norman gets beat by him. Like, this shit, we are in an era of cap. These fucking cell phones and social media gives everybody the right to run around here rapid with fat fucking thumbs, would never click a link in their life and come talk to a man. They're just hiding behind their fucking keyboards, acting like they'll do something, or calling a fucking fighter who fights for a living scared or a duck when they won't come out from behind their motherfucking keyboard. There's some fucking sucker clowns in this shit. It's crazy, dog. It's super crazy. They would never click this link and come say that shit to somebody's face, downing fighters and calling fighters this or that. Is crazy work, especially when you can't get off your mother's sofa bed and run around the fucking block. It's fucking sad, dog. This shit is crazy. It ain't no duck till we know what Boots is doing. Period, point blank. You know what I mean? Check out The Angry White Man, Fridays, 10 p.m. Thanks for the platform, homie. You know what it is. Peace and love.
Angry White Man. I can lie. Angry White Man cooking. He got his Angry White Man bag. He got in his Angry White Man bag. Angry White Man cooking. Let me get EH to the panel. EH, what's popping?
Nah, G, what's happening? Can you see
what's
the shirt?
Up, brother?
Can you see the shirt?
Oh, I see the Jerron. Is that the Jerron Boots in his shirt?
Yeah,
I see that.
Just want to let them know so they can say I'm biased.
Okay.
But no, listen, Let me say this, man. I'm going to come from this standpoint, right? One thing that I see in life when you're dealing with people, and especially when you're dealing with social media and talking, one thing for me is whether a person is telling the truth or lying and character when we watching people. Now, we have something in the boxing culture in the gym where I've heard for years where when you're sparring stays in the gym. Recently, we had a fighter and his father who sparred with Tank, he sparred with Boots, and he sparred with Bud. As soon as he seen the opportune time, he came out and talked about it to boost his son up. That's against the code. So now when I look at you, to me, that's a character question.
You talking about Brian Norman? You talking about Brian Norman?
I'm just saying the father and his son. So for a man to come on Twitter and tell you what Boots said on Twitter, this is the thing for everybody out there. And if you say this, then fine. When the man said what he said, and you say you don't believe it, are you saying he's a liar? Because that's really harsh. To call somebody a liar is very, very harsh. So for him to come out and say what he said about the negotiations, what he didn't know what was going on or whatever, is it plausible? Just think in your mind, is it possible that managers and promoters could be talking about things, making offers, getting stuff stirred up, and not contact you? Is it possible? possible. Now, I know the comments that he made after the fight, and he said what he said. Maybe he do feel like he could move up, or maybe he would have felt a little bit better or whatever. But that's just a fighter talking after coming out of a fight. And that's the reason why I don't particularly like post-fight interviews, because a guy is all hyped up and wound up, and you asking him questions, and then if he answers in a way that seems a little off, you wondering why. The man just came out of a fight.
Listen, EH, let me say this, EH, because I can see what you're saying, and that's what I said when I started this, which is, one, like I said, is I don't call Boots a duck. I'm gonna reiterate, you can't say somebody's ducking until you know what they actually do. But for me to say that his statement, I didn't like his statement when he said he didn't know about negotiations. Is it possible? Yes. Is it likely? No. I feel like you're gonna be in a situation where your options now are, you're going to move up to 54 to fight Virgil. You'd likely have to drop the belt, or you're going to stay at 47, which we don't know. You're going to unify, whatever. My thing is, that's a big decision for management to make without discussing it with you. So to me, I don't know if I can say I believe that. Again,
listen, Najee. I'm listen, brother. You see, and I know you don't mean no harm. But I want us to tread lightly when somebody tells us something, and then you say you don't believe it. Then that means that they're lying. That's harsh. That's very harsh. That's harsh.
When you put out a statement, brother, this is media, man. This is PR.
Listen,
putting out statements.
No, listen. Listen what I'm saying. I understand that, but what I'm saying is, like, with you and I having discussion, with any other brother or sister that gets on here and have the discussion with you, remember this. Most people that get on here have their outlook on things. They have their opinion, they have their stance. But remember, there's hundreds and thousands and possibly millions others that are watching, so they actually can learn something. And that's one thing that I've been able to learn a lot of things from watching podcasts, from listening to people. So it's not just me and you talking. It's just not you and your other guests. So I'm just saying we have to be mindful, because that's one thing a lot of times we don't get a chance to get, is to have the fighters actually say something. So for him to make a statement after all of this controversy came up, and everybody, just like me, wondering what's going on, is he going to go up? Is he going to stay down? And then for him to say that, that's very hard to say that brother is lying.
He didn't say nothing. He said, I'm going to make a decision later. If it don't come from me, don't say that. He didn't say what he was going to do.
No, I'm not talking about. No, I'm not saying what he's going to do, because he probably hasn't made a decision yet. I'm talking about, but the fact that he said that the negotiations that was going on and he didn't know about it. If we think that, if somebody think that he's lying, I'm just saying that that's harsh. And I'm not saying whether it's true or not, because I don't know. I got to take a person on their word until they show me I got evidence that, hey, you lie. And that's how I treat people.
Here it is, EH. Again, is what I'm saying is that, yes, I can't outright say he's not telling the truth, but if I gotta use my logical brain to say the way that negotiations work, that you didn't know about it at all, I don't know if I can just sit here and say, like, I'm confident that that's what happened. Again, I'm not knocking Boots. I think, like I said, I think Boots is an amazing fighter, pound for pound, but it's damage control time. He looking bad right now. We got everybody been talking about it.
It's not, Najee. You know why? And I'm gonna tell you, for the most part, because I'm a boxing fan. I watch all boxing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, if Boots decided he's gonna retire today or tomorrow, I'm not gonna stop watching boxing. I love boxing. But people who have fan bases, and you know this, you've been in the game long enough to know, people who got fan bases, bro, they fan bases is gonna ride with them. How many times have we seen Tank getting grind up in the media by people being critical of him? He still got his fan base. So people are talking about what Boots is going to do, what he's not going to do, woo. Those of us who support him, those of us who like him, those of us who may not even like him that much, if he get in a good fight, they're going to watch and support. I don't really think this is just such a big deal, because guys have been moving in their careers, and things like money, weight divisions, positioning themselves so they can have leverage, all of that kind of stuff. That stuff has always played a part in with a guy making a move. And sometimes you might feel one way one day, and then another day you feel another way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends. And we know that belt gives you leverage.
That's true. You could feel one way and one day and another, but then you're just subject to criticism, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I appreciate you pulling up, man. Thank you very much, brother.
Salute,
bro. All right, y'all. Like I said, man, I got to keep it a stack. Again, I just think Boots got to take some criticism for this, and my criticism is you got to make a decision. You got to stand on. You got to pick one. And without that, I think he opens himself up to criticism. But I don't like when y'all say he's a duck. I disagree with that. I don't think he's a duck. And I think Boots is a great fighter. I think Boots is going to be a pound-for-pound fighter. And I think he beats up Virgil Ortiz. Let's be clear. All right. Let me get my bad, y'all. It's a couple people in the chat, man. I'm trying to get to everybody. Let me get all facts, no opinions. All facts, no opinions. What's popping? Hold up. Is that Tiger Johnson in there? Who that? Oh, Tiger. I got you. All right, let me get all facts, no opinions. What's popping?
What up, Najee? What up? You see what I'm wearing? I ain't there. His shoes.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm here to talk about. I'm gonna be honest. Me, it's not a duck, but I want to see them on the undercard. You understand? Like they need their own main event personally. Like being on the undercard of Daniel Dubois and versus Joseph Parker, that's real disrespectful. They should be the main event. Why? Because even if they turn it into a pay-per-view and we got Boots and Virgil headlining, more people will be really interested in the fight and purchasing it. And plus, Boots fighting right after a fight in November, it'll be tough because I thought he'd be back at least in April. And especially Eddie talking about that he got to drop the IBF to move up to fight Virgil. I wouldn't do that because Virgil ain't got nothing. So you're going to drop a title to go up there and fight for no title? And we all know you're gonna beat the shit out the ball, but no, it can be a duck. It can be a duck.
I don't think it's a duck.
I don't call it a duck, but you know how fans gonna look at it. Oh, he ducked Virgil because he stood with the title to unify at 147.
I just can't say it's nothing, even though it's not for a title. That still would be Boots' biggest fight outside of the money. Like clearly the money. I just mean in terms of profile, in terms of a staple name around his division, that's a fight that, but again, I don't want to sit here and say like Virgil Ortiz is the end all be all and it's not other. He could be, if he go up and challenge, like I said, what's the guy, the IBF, Moralio, whatever his name is.
That's who I love to see him fight. I love to see him fight him.
That's what I'm saying. So I can't, like I said, I can't say it's a duck, but I can say that I think the way things were handled does deserve criticism.
Yes. I agree with you on that. I fully agree with you on that.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate you pulling up, brother. Thank you, man.
You have a blessed day.
You too. Let me get Tiger. Tiger, what's popping?
What's the deal, Naj?
What's up, my boy? Talk to me. How you feel about this? Boots, Virgil Ortiz.
I mean, it's a good fight. He trying to keep that belt because it's leverage. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was avoiding him, so now he kind of can play his way into some. But if he do move up, I think he should exercise his IBF and try to fight the IBF at 154. So that way he got a belt coming in there. Now he can not get avoided. They had to see him. You see
I agree. How you feel about that fight, Boots versus Bakram?
It'll be tough. I mean, Boots is cold, but man, them weight classes is different. Like if you pay attention, most people when they move up, they struggle their first fight at a different weight class. Very rarely do you see somebody move up and dominate. Like people was like Crawford. I mean, he moved up a weight class. It's different. When them dudes rehydrate, they rehydrate different from a 147 pounder. You know what I'm saying? Like that weight really play a big difference.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that. I agree with that.
So,
hold on, how do you feel? Do you? Because like I said, I've expressed my opinions. I don't feel like that was a duck. I can't say Boots Ennis is ducking. I don't like fans saying it. How do you feel about the situation?
I mean, like most people were saying, it ain't a duck because, I mean, it would have been a good fight. And I think it do kind of fuck with his stock a little bit. But Virgil didn't have nothing for real to bring to the table. I mean, for real, Virgil was in the same position at Boots at 154. Virgil ain't fought nobody neither. You see what I'm saying? So that would have been Virgil's probably biggest fight too. So,
well, he did fight, what's his name? What's the Ukrainian dude he just
But
fought?
the Ukrainian ain't have it was a good fight that he arguably lost, you know, but the Ukrainian didn't have no hell of a profile neither. He wasn't no champ or no interim champ or nothing like that neither. So it was a good fight though. Like I think the dude beat. I like the Ukrainian style. Period. All the Ukrainian fighters is tough to me. Period. From Sergey, Derevchenko, all of them, they tough. But nah, I mean, Boots ain't lose nothing. I mean, his stock get fucked with a little bit because people calling him a duck, which is something ain't really been on his name. But nah, he didn't lose nothing behind not taking his damn fight. He cool at 147 until he get the unifications, or if he go up. If it's not a title fight, I'm not moving. I'm keeping my belt.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that either. I'm not mad at that at all, man. Yo, tell you, I'm pulling up, brother. Thank you, man.
Okay, for sure, nah.
All right, let me get Carl Brown. Carl Brown to the panel. What's popping?
Salute, Najee. Salute, bro.
What's up, bro?
You can hear me?
I hear you, man. What's good?
Yeah, hey Najee, man. Like, for real, I think we talked about this a couple of times, man. Like, this what people not remembering, man. After the fight, no matter what, Boots made things clear. Everybody keep running talking about Boots said he going to 54. Boots said if I don't get these champions at 147, I will consider 154. So 54 was never in the discussion. Besides what Eddie Hearn, yeah, I get that. But what came out of Boots' mouth, and if everybody look at boxing the way they said he look at boxing, they would have heard exactly what he said. It was clear as day. He said, if I don't, yo, first of all, I want to start by saying this. Salute to you, Najee. Dead ass, bro. I tell you this all the time. You top notch out here, bro. Like dead ass. I'm giving you respect.
I appreciate that.
I agree with Dean. I agree with, matter of fact, the three guys that were just before me. I agree with them. One thing that we got to understand as boxing fans, and something you said earlier, Najee, people got to stop worrying about what people making, because that was the cue to get Brian Norman out of the picture. Brian Norman started talking about money. Let's be real about it. If you really want to fight, and we look at boxing, we all boxing fans. If you really want to fight somebody, lay it on the line. Do what Kid Austin doing. Kid Austin ain't really worrying about money. Kid Austin looking at the opportunity. And let's be real about it. Brian Norman, Virgil Ortiz, them niggas ain't do nothing. They ain't do nothing that Boots did more than them. Let's be real about it. We're gonna talk about who Boots fought past fighters that Terrence Carver fought too. I get that, but who did Virgil fight to make us think like, oh, drop everything, go to 150 fight Virgil? What is he going to gain? Keep it real. He gains nothing off of that. He gains completely.
You got. I hear it.
Oh, my bad.
Yo.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, but when I'm talking, the echo.
Because probably because I had cut my I'll cut my TV off. No, I don't. I got my TV down.
You
can hear me? You can hear me better?
Yo, y'all hear that chat?
I don't have nothing.
Damn. Now, hold on. Mute your mic. I'll mute you. Yeah. So listen, what I'm saying is that the reason I feel like Boots is taking all of this criticism is not just because it's Virgil Ortiz, but because the last fight they said they think they would look better at 54. So it's like, if you feel like that, how come you don't move up? And I can understand that sentiment from fans. Do I think that's ducking? No, I do not think Boots is ducking. I do not think he's scared of Virgil Ortiz. I think he will beat Virgil Ortiz. But I think that the way it's handled, particularly in the media, it's not a good look for Boots.
And look, I'm not saying you no liar, no nothing, but let's be real about it. Like that, everybody keep talking about what fighters should do as professional fighters. Like, we know, okay, only thing Boots is doing different for his fans will be moving up a weight class. He still be taking a step back because Virgil have nothing to offer him but a name, and Boots could get a name. Boots could go beat what's his name, Brian Norman right now, and everybody they ain't gonna think about Virgil because Virgil bring nothing to the table. You get what I'm saying? Like, fighting Brian Norman or one of these champions means something more than just going up fighting Virgil. If Boots ain't going up fighting that guy at the IBF, now that would be a boss move. Move up, use your championship status and fight the champion up there. Now that's a boss move. Going up fighting Virgil, let's be for real about it. It's only helped Virgil out. Virgil acclimated at 154 right now. Boots' first fight will be up there. He would still have to get used to what Virgil already used to anyway. And all for nothing. But some money.
Well, he does have the interim belt too.
Come on, man.
Come on. Yo, I appreciate you pulling up.
You already? I'm always around.
Hello, bro. Let me get Zach. Zach to the panel. What's popping? And then after Zach, I got B-Dash Leon.
Najee.
Yo, Zach, what's up, my boy?
What's good with you, Najee?
Man, everything is good, man. It's been nasty the last 48 hours, man. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I understand the criticism now. Like for me personally, but at the same time, not to play devil's advocate, he did say he wanted to stay at 47 and do unifications, etc., etc. But I know after his last fight, he said he wanted to move up to 54. But you feel me? Like I can't really like. I don't think Boots is a duck just because I don't think it's hard to duck somebody in a higher weight class. You feel me? Like you can't really duck somebody in a higher weight class. But in my opinion, though, if he were to move up to 54, I think he should get a fight in first. I don't think he should go because like there's only a couple people in my opinion that can go up to 54 and face a top guy. Like I thought Bud was the guy. You feel me? Bud is the guy to do that. But I don't think he should just hop straight into 54 and fight Virgil. But I think the criticism is I understand the criticism because it kind of like it contradicts itself. You feel me?
I agree. So do you feel when you say that you understand the criticism, is it more because of what he said in the ring, basically saying like, I want to go to 54? Is it more that, or is it just because the fight didn't happen and they saying it would have been the biggest payday? Like what part makes it valid, the criticism to you?
I think it's like contradiction, right? Like again, it's like it was straight after a fight, so I can't really. He didn't sit down and do an interview 2 days after, 3 days after. You feel me? It was straight after a fight, so I can get in their head. They're like, yeah, I want to go to 54, but maybe when they sit down the next day or two, they're like, nah, we should, stay at 47. Like opinions can change real quick, but I understand the criticism just because I didn't like. They was I don't know if the rumors are true, but they talking about Boots was sending him an offer at 47, which I like that for me right there. I was like, nah, you can't send a dude that what's it called? You can't send a dude that been to the hospital trying to get to 47. You feel me? You can't send him a contract. That's what I didn't like. So I understood the criticism.
I agree. And when that happened, I don't think that was a Boots thing. I think that was Boots' team and probably the promoter, doing what they do. But I don't think that was necessarily like when Boots says, I didn't know about that. I could believe that he didn't know, like, yo, we going back and forth at 154 or 47. He probably may not have known that part of it, but I think he knew it's hard to believe that he didn't know any negotiation.
Exactly. No, I feel the same. I feel the same way. I'm like, you got to know where your team is on. You feel me? Like you can't not know that negotiations are happening. You feel me? I can't really see it. But Boots also, like, what if his team isn't just telling him nothing until he gets something solid?
Yeah, that's a fact.
You feel me? Like,
yeah. Yo, Zach, I appreciate you pulling up, my brother.
My boy. You have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Let me get B. That's Leon. B. That's Leon. What's popping?
Yo, what's good, Najee? What you saying?
What's up, my UK virgin? What's good?
Bro, like, obviously, salute you always bringing up the right guests and that, but I have to ask that, is this the Boots Protection Program? Like, what's going on there,
Talk your talk. Let me hear something.
Let me be honest. Listen, this is what it is with Boots. He ain't like, for the longest I've been saying that this guy's obviously got the talent, but he's all like style and all substance, and this is showing it. Like with him, with this Virgil Ortiz situation, like people are saying that, we don't know if he's docked or whatever it is. The guy said that, I'm tight of the weight at 147, so I may look to move to 154, all of that saying. He might not say 100%, but it's just like what other options? Because the thing is like we've seen his opponents, like he's fought nobodies. No one can name 5 credible opponents on his record. So I don't know how he's not taking this Virgil Ortiz fight. But regardless, he's only got 3 fights he can do. There's only like Murtaza Zelayev, what's his name, Brian Norman Jr. or Virgil Ortiz. Because if it ain't any of those fights next, then it's a duck. And I've been telling people that he's not this guy, the guy that people's comparing, saying, oh, Crawford is ducking this guy. Crawford's ducking him. This guy with nobodies. He's fought nobody. That's crazy. Nah, that's not.
Hold on, so you saying you think Boots is ducking?
That's exactly how it looks like. And if it ain't, he needs to get a new team, because this ain't the first time where his team has made Boots end up looking like a clown. Because this thing happened when they was having the Crawford negotiations years back. So like, his team, if it's not Boots that's doing this, he needs a new team, because he ain't looking good right now. Like right now, the crazy thing was, up until recently, I always backed him to say that he would probably beat Ortiz. But now, when I come to think of it, maybe he'll get done by Ortiz the same way that Jared Anderson.
Come on, B. You got Boots getting done up by Victor Ortiz, by Virgil Ortiz.
It could be the same way how Bacoli done Anderson, because people are forgetting like he's not fought a serious puncher. Ortiz can bang. Like I might look at skill wise and say that I think that that Boots should have the more skills to beat him, but like people will be talking about he's got a chin or something. No, maybe he's got a chin to his other guys. He's just not been cracked on the chin by the right opponent. That's what it is.
Maybe. I mean, I would love to see it. I think Boots could beat him, to be honest. But like I said, and this is what I maintain, it can't be a duck until we know what he does. We got to know what because if he go up and face, what's the IBF, Bakram
Zelayev, yeah.
If he go fight him, how is that a duck? We don't know what he going to do. So I can't say it's a duck, but it is nasty work, though.
Yeah, but that's why I say he's only got 3 options. Because if it ain't, because I don't want to hear. Because even if he picks Marius Barrios, that's also a duck as well. Because I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, come on, B. You can't say
he's food. Even the whole chat. Even the whole chat. No, he is food. Like, do you think he's never beaten Boots? So I don't want to hear Barrios either. And that the only options that he's got realistically for people to be like, okay, cool, there's not a duck or whatever. It's Brian Norman Jr., Bakram, or what's the other guy, or Virgil Ortiz. Because everyone knows Barrios is food. Like, I don't even rate someone like Conor Benn. And I know that Conor Benn's going to step on Barrios.
Yo, bro, Barrios is a champion.
Oh, right. And how did he get his belt? He didn't win the belt, whatever. As we saw, do you know what's so crazy? A lot of these fighters, yeah, like specifically him as well, his fight where he fought, obviously he won it. I don't know, was it a vacant belt or something? I think it was a vacant belt he won it from. A vacant belt.
It wasn't vacant. He fought for the vacant. But I'm just saying, you can't say him fighting a champion at his division is a duck. That's crazy, bro.
Just because
we know he beat him,
okay.
You can't do that.
We know that Barrios is a big guy, because even Barrios can even get to 154. Does he beat Virgil Ortiz? Does he even be competitive against Virgil Ortiz? We saw his last performance.
I seen Virgil Ortiz's last performance too, and I thought he lost to my man. What's my man name? The Ukrainian Boachuk. Boachuk. He lost to Boachuk, nigga. So what we talk about?
Yeah, but you know what, those levels, because that Boachuk guy, at least you can see what he's gonna do against Madrimov next. Because I think that he's on that same card or something. So just like we can see what's gonna be them there. But with who Barrios fought, that Barrios guy, whoever fought was he's supposed to be a tune-up. Like, you know, them opponents that's meant to look good, and he did not look good. Like, there's no way. So that's why I don't want to hear about Boots fighting Barrios. Barrios is food. You know, they get champions that's food. Like, you know, like how Rolly Romero was food.
Nah, don't compare to Rolly.
He was food. You know this. Listen, okay. Let me ask this question. Do you feel like every fighter?
I gotta get somebody else. Last question.
If you feel like every fighter who's won a belt, do you think they've deserved a belt, or do you think there's someone that's a legit champion?
I know. I definitely think there's guys that have belts that are undeserving of them. I agree when you said Rolly. Rolly got his belt. The old man was whooping Rolly ass until they gave him that thing. So I would say that. But I don't think Barrios is one of them guys. I feel like Barrios deserves his belt. I think he's fought for the vacant. I think Barrios has done a good job of his career thus far. He beat up Ugas. He gave Tank his hardest fight. I don't think we could just write off Barrios to say like he a bum or something like that. I don't know if I could agree with that.
I get what you're saying, but do you know what's the funny thing about that? Because I just like how you mentioned that Tank one as well. You know the funny thing? You see with all those fighters, if you not noticed, the Barrios, Cruz, and Romero, all those guys that they say that they're beaten as champions, they've not made one defense as a champion. And they say it has to be considered a real champion. You have to make at least one proper defense. And that Barrios, that draw, that's not a real defense.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. Yo, B, thank you, man. You got a lot of supporters in the chat. They say you cooking in the chat, man. So thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Don't know, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Let me get my next guest. That my boy in the chat. Two-Tone, the superstar. Oh, Musty Energy is in the building. Hold up. We got to bring up Two-Tone, y'all. Two-Tone, the superstar's in the building.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Two-Tone, what's popping, man? Talk to me, brother. How you living?
I'm living good. First and foremost, Nas, you doing amazing work, my brother. You out here cooking in these streets. You the man out here.
Likewise, bro. Likewise. I respect everything you doing.
Appreciate you, man. But yeah, man. Jerron Boots is a duck.
Dude. Yo, Tone, talk to me. Why you saying he a duck, man? Musty Energy.
This man, yeah, man.
Musty Energy.
This man knew Virgil Ortiz was about to unalive himself at 147. He knew that man was on his deathbed. He getting roses sent to the hospital, carne asada. Bro, Eddie Hearn know that. Why would you send an offer at 147 knowing this man about to unalive himself up there?
Hold on, but Tone, did you see that Eddie Hearn did an interview, I guess last night after the Sonny Edwards fight, where he said something like they sent the offer to him at 47 and they went back and said, are y'all sure 47? And that's when it came to 54. Did you see that?
Yeah, Eddie, I will get you beat, Hearn. My brother. Eddie Hearn is in a mental war with Oscar De La Hoya. He don't want to lose to Oscar De La Hoya. So he was like, I would have the advantage with Boots at 147 because Eddie Hearn know Boots' defense is trash. We know his defense is absolutely disgusting and horrible. And up there at 154, Virgil gonna beat that man pillar to post. We know.
Come on, Tone. Don't do that, Tone. You saying Virgil Ortiz gonna beat Boots?
Pillar at 154, pillar to post. Bro, Boots' defense against Lipinet's trash. Against Karen, he couldn't cut the ring off the first time. Second time against Karen, that man was getting caught with left hooks, left and right, just eating left hooks.
I gotta say this though. We've seen certain fights where Boots' defenses went up depending on the opponent, right? Depending on how dangerous they are. When I watched the what was the fight with the Rocky? What was it, Rocky something? What was the fight the Hispanic dude, I forgot his name, that he knocked out.
Villa.
Roman Villa. We seen the Roman Villa fight. The defense was up, slipping. It seemed like, because I see the same thing from Bud, when it's somebody that you feel like you don't respect their power, I feel like I could go in there and dominate you. You might take a couple extra shots because you're not respecting what they're giving back.
I would say that, but when Lipinets was piecing Boots up, there was a cause for concern there. Then David Avenesian, Bud was getting caught with shots from David Avocado, but he wasn't getting caught with them other shots that Boots is getting caught with from David Avocado.
But we seen the outcome, Tone. We seen the outcome, Tone. You know, Boots gonna put a nigga in the dirt, Tone. Where am I see that? Boots gonna put a nigga in the dirt.
Bro, but the Boots said, yo, I'm 27 years old. I'm getting old. My pop is going to be at 154. Those was his words. That's what Boots said. My pop at 154. Why would you want to stay at 147? There's nothing down there for you at 147. And
Hold on, Tone. You don't want to see Brian Norman Jr., Tone? You don't want to see that fight?
Oh, yeah, I definitely would like to see it. But in my opinion, if Boots was serious about unifying and being undisputed, he would have gave Brian Norman Jr. that extra Frank Martin, Frank Martin got that, How come Brian Norman couldn't get that little extra,
Niggas was saying he asked for, first we offered 750, then they wanted an M, then we put it to 1.2. How many you need, nigga? Nigga, come on, man.
Hey, but look at Eddie Hearn. He's positioning Conor Ben. Conor Ben's number 2 at the WBC. I believe he's number 2 in the WBA, and he's number 4 in the IBF. Eddie Hearn's plan is to get Conor Ben one of them straps. That's his plan. Boots, I think Boots is collateral damage in my opinion. I don't think Eddie Hearn knows how to market Boots. I don't think he knows how to market him. You supposed to market that man as the next Floyd Money Mayweather. You supposed to market that man as the next guy. And you got his resume looking nasty. There's no reason we should have got 2 Karen fights. Why we get 2 Karen fights?
Yeah, well, the IBF ordered the second one, or else he would lose the belt. So that's my thing, Tone, and this is what I want to know from you, right? Because it seems like the decision had to be made. Either if we move up to 154, we got to drop the belt. Virgil don't got a belt. What, he got the WBC interim? So, okay, you get an interim title. You downgrade him from a real belt to the Reggie belt. You know what I'm saying? So we could do that. Or we could stay at 47 and try to see what's going on with the straps. You don't respect that, Tone?
Well, Najee, a great philosopher from Baltimore, Maryland. He has braids. He knocks people out. He told the world that belts don't matter. That's what he said.
Okay.
So, matchups over. We in the era of matchups over belts. Matchups over belts. What's the better matchup? Boots Virgil at 154 or Boots versus Mario Barrios, who went life and death with Ramos?
That's a good point. I mean, Virgil's the better fight for sure. But what if he activate the IBF and move up to fight Bakaram? You know, the Russian, the big Ivan Drago nigga that just knocked out who he knocked out?
Young Tim Tszyu.
Tim Tszyu.
Yeah.
What if he go do that, Tone? You don't respect that?
That's in my opinion, that's bud smoke. That's bud smoke. I need that man from Omaha, Nebraska to go eliminate the Russian. Because he was talking spicy. The Russian said, yeah, he talking spicy. Bud, you won't notice. And I'm gonna let you go with this. Your man Jerome Boots Ennis, when he saw Bud, the man looked like he saw Rihanna, bro. I'm saying he was cheesy.
Don't do that, Tone. Don't do that, Tone.
He was cheesing, bro. He didn't have that smoke for Bud in person, bro. I don't know, man. My opinion is a duck. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to Cigar Talk. Two-Tone Superstar out, man. Peace and love, my brother.
Thank you, Tone. Appreciate you, brother. Let me get yo, Two-Tone is crazy, man. Shout out to Two-Tone, man. I appreciate Two-Tone for pulling up. Let me get Neverfold. Neverfold, what's popping?
Yo, what's the word, Najee?
What's up, my boy? How you living?
Shit, cool in it, bro.
Talk to me, man. How you feel about this whole situation? Boots and Virgil.
Hey, bro. We ain't never heard Boots said he was decisive about moving to 154, right? He ain't never said 100% he was moving there.
Not 100%, but he did say in the end of the fight that he thinks he might feel more comfortable at 54.
Yeah, but that's not him telling us he's moving to 54.
No, not exactly, but I mean, you're alluding to it.
Yeah, and then he got 3 options, right? His number 1 option was Bud. Second was Undisputed, and third is 54. Why the fuck would he go and fight Virgil Ortiz? He never been a champ. He don't have a belt, and he got whooped his last fight.
Well, he got a belt. He got the interim belt for the WBC, but that's a Reggie. But he still got a belt though.
That's a Walmart belt, bro. Like, don't nobody care about that shit. And why the fuck Ortiz not trying to enforce the why he not trying to fight for a belt? He wasn't a champ at 47.
That would be both of their toughest fights, though. Neverfold. I mean, that would be the biggest names on each other's resume. Both the biggest money fights. So we can't say that there's nothing there to get. There's something there.
So drop the belt and let's say he get robbed. Then what? Nah, niggas gonna be talking shit. You got whooped knowing that he got robbed. That's a possibility.
I mean, anything is possible in boxing, but you can't go in thinking about getting robbed. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. I think Boots would beat up Virgil, to be honest. I think Boots would beat him up.
Bro, nobody cares about Ortiz, bro. They only hyping this man up because a lot of them is Bud fans. They got the rights to do whatever they want to do when it comes to that. Y'all know they got the beef going on, right? Then you got the bandwagons. They know Ortiz just got whooped. His last fight got dropped 3 times. They hyping him up. He ducked Bud like 3 times. He never tried to fight Bud. You know what he said? Oh, we gonna meet at the top. He ain't never tried to fight Bud. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I think Boots and him sent him a contract. He ducked that too.
Oh, Boots sent who a contract? A Virgil?
Ortiz at 47. If I'm not mistaken.
I heard that as well. I did hear that too. I heard that as well. So
and then with Eddie Hearn, a lot of the shit that he's saying, this shit not making sense. He ain't never said he 100% wanted Boots at 54, right?
Yeah.
He always said, yo, we're gonna try to go for undisputed, and then if that's not working, we're gonna go to 54. Even with Boots, he never 100% said, yo, I'm moving to 54. Either I try to fight for the IBF at 54, drop the belts and move up.
Okay. I ain't mad at you, never fold. Yo, listen, I'm gonna get one more before I get to the next.
But hold on. Hey, I want to hear your thoughts on Moton, Curmel Moton.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna get to. I'm gonna get one more, and then I'm gonna cook up with the next one.
All right, for sure.
All right, yo, last one before I get to the next topics. I'm gonna do one more, and then we got to do these last two topics, and then I want y'all opinions on that. Let me get Jerry Soriano. Jerry Soriano, what's popping?
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Uh-oh.
Happy Sunday, amigo.
Okay.
You know, I'm listening to your show, and all I can think of is welcome to the softest era in modern day boxing.
Oh, why you saying that?
I mean, the problem with boxing today is the fans. I mean, we're hearing so many excuses. You know who we haven't heard from? We have not heard from Papa Boots. You know why? Because this sounds very, very, very familiar. You know, I'm going to preface this by saying I love Boots. But we've seen this show before. You know, when he was wanting that Crawford smoke, and then they called Papa Boots and said, y'all ready to make that fight? And he said, hold on, I got to call Showtime. Hold on, I got to call Espinosa, although they didn't have a contract with either party. So until I hear from Papa Boots, I am still convinced that they all knew what was going on. The problem I have is this.
You don't
Eddie Hearn, what's that?
You don't believe it when they said, when Boots said he didn't know about the negotiations?
Nah, his dad knew. Eddie Hearn, I mean, honestly, for the fans that are sitting there going, Boots didn't know. How do you think Eddie Hearn operates? He said that the Boots camp has to decide if they want to stay at 147 or go up to 154. What did Boots say? I don't know if I want to stay at 147 or go up to 154. He literally repeated what Eddie Hearn said the camp said. So let's stop, man. The problem we have right now is that we have boy fanning, man ganging, and nobody's about boxing. Because the truth of the matter is, there ain't no way in hell Boots should have turned this fight down. For those that are saying, what the hell Virgil had? Well, first of all, he had a WBC interim. So if you beat him, you become the Mando to Fundura. Number one. Number two, how long we been talking about Virgil versus Boots? How long we been talking about that fight? I mean, since Ortiz and Boots were both rising in parallel directions. The Boots camp, Ortiz camp have been talking about that fight for forever. And then when you combine that with the fact that he was going to make the biggest purse of his life, none of it really makes sense. I mean, Boots was on the shelf with the PBC. Imagine this. Hearn would have got him 3 fights in 10 months. 3 fights in 10 months. That young man would have been rich. Probably is rich now, would have been richer. And finally, I'll leave you with this point. Do you really want Bud Crawford? Because if you really wanted Bud Crawford, and I want the nonsense to stop right now. If you really wanted Bud Crawford, this was your ticket to get that smoke. Now say good night to the bad guy. This is Jerry Soriano, your lender for life. Let him cook.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. That nigga is entertaining. Yo, I don't know who he is, but you're right. That's like Martin Luther King and Randy Savage mixed together. Macho Martin King. Macho Martin Luther King. Yo, nigga look like Stephen Coolboy Fulton. Shout out to Martin Luther King, man. Macho Martin Luther King. Shout out to him. He came up bringing that smoke. I respect it. All right. I got to reset the table, y'all. I got a couple more people in the panel. I'm going to get to y'all. Y'all can be first on this next topic if you want. But let me just go and throw these out. Let me throw out these next topics. I'm going to get my two off, and then I'm going to come bring up the free-for-all cook. Y'all can come up, you know what I'm saying, and give me your opinions on all of these. Stephen Coolboy Fulton. Yeah, he look like Coolboy. Coolboy Randy Stephen Savage. That nigga crazy, but I like him. I ain't never heard him before, but it seemed like some of y'all in the chat know who he is. Salute to him. All right. Let me set the table, y'all. Let me set the table, and then I'm gonna drop the link. Let me set the table. I know it's football on, so I appreciate all of y'all who's still on. You know what I'm saying? Who's still on with me? Thank you. Let's get this boxing shit. Let's get this boxing shit going. You ready? Last two topics. And then when I bring you up, you could cook on anything. He from the boxing voice? Okay. All right. Well, salute to that man. All right. Yeah. Listen, I reached out to Team Boots. I'm hoping to get a response. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know my opinions. Now, Carmel Moton, one of the best prospects in the sport of boxing. Curmel Moton. Little man, young boy. I really like Curmel Moton. I think, one, if you follow him on social media, he's a really funny kid. I like his social media presence. I like how he be on Twitter. He be tweeting on Twitter, you know what I'm saying? I like that he has a personality. He has a pretty good personality, Curmel Moton. And I think he got skills in that ring to back up the personality. Now, what happened was young Curmel was supposed to fight on this Danny Garcia card. He's supposed to fight on the Danny Garcia card yesterday in Atlantic City. I was actually going to go. I was actually going to go to the fight until I heard Curmel was off the card. And I saw the weigh-in, and Curmel was 14 pounds overweight.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Not 14 pounds, y'all. That's a lot of weight, man. And it is, I'm just trying to understand. You're saying 15 pounds, 15.7, 15.8. 14.8. Yeah, I think it's 14, y'all. I think it's 14.8. Salute, D1. So I just want to know from Curmel's team what exactly happened. So I saw their statement, right? You know, their statement, I believe it said something like the commission lost his blood work and the fight wasn't going to get commissioned, so he didn't bother making weight because of that fact. All right, so there's a couple things. One, I like young Curmel. He's gonna be one of the best in the sport in the next few years. But I tell you right, you right, Kentrevy, you right. Thanksgiving happened. It was them collard greens. He got the Mexican tank Avi. That shit's hilarious. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know what happened with young Curmel, man. Because, like I said, being overweight is one thing. Being overweight is one thing, right? I missed the scale by 3 pounds, by 4 pounds. But missing it by 14 to 15 pounds, it just lets me know something happened behind the scenes that we don't know, that we're not privy to. And while I like that young man, and I think he's a future champion, I think he's a future star, this is a learning lesson in a spot that he has to take criticism and understand that this is what comes with missing weight. People are going to critique you. People are going to look at you sideways, and that's deserved. And you got to take that. You got to take that. As a young man growing in this sport, as a young man putting in this work, you're going to learn a lot of lessons. So while I agree, age is not an excuse to not make weight. Age lets you know that there is a learning curve. And Curmel got to learn from this. Young Curmel got to learn from this. I don't know what to attribute it to. I don't know. Is he not that focused? Is he spending time bullshitting? I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is, Curmel, you have to take this opportunity and get better from it. You got to take this opportunity and raise your level from it. You know what I'm saying? Because you are a bright spot in this sport, young Curmel. And it's your job that if you sign on that contract, you got to abide by what you signed up for. You know what I'm saying? So, young Curmel, I just think he needs to get it together. He's a young man that got to get it together. And I'm looking forward to seeing where his career goes. But this right here, like I said, this is a red flag. We got to give you some criticism. It's a red flag, but I can't write the kid off at all. I can't write him off. I think he's an extremely talented fighter. But this is a red flag, and Curmel, we can't as fans continue to see things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know, what do y'all think? One is, I feel like Curmel got to move up. If you're struggling that much where it's like a 14, 15-pound gap, it's making me feel like maybe he got to move up to 130. Maybe he's not ready to stay at one. Maybe he can't stay at 126 no more. I heard what he said. I addressed that. They said that the blood work was wrong, so he knew the fight was off. Well, if that's the case, one is, how far ahead did you know that? Right? How far ahead did you know about the blood work? Because it's like, if you're just saying like it was a few days, right? You take blood work a few days before. If you only taking it a couple of days before, then that means you was going to lose 15, 16 pounds in 3 days. That's not even a good, you know what I'm saying? That's not even a good weight loss. And to be honest, personally, I wouldn't have even wanted Curmel to weigh in. If that was my fighter and I knew we was overweight, I would have put out a statement and not even showed up to the weigh-in. Because now it looks crazy. The amount of weight that it is looks crazy. So, we don't really know. All we can do is assume. But I want to see what happens. Oh, excuse me, 126. Is he at 130? So maybe 135. But I want to see what happens with that. I want young Curmel to get it together. I think he's a very, very, very good fighter. And he got potential to be a star. You're right. Loyalty over De Niro. Salute for the super chat. Tank missed weight and became a star after that. That's a fact. And y'all see the difference in Tank. Tank used to get big during after his fights. We seen Tank blow up after fights from probably eating and drinking and doing whatever. We seen it. But as he matured, as we saw Tank mature, Tank's maturity, he didn't just mature mentally, his body matured also. Pause.
Hey, yo.
You know what I'm saying? We saw Tank mature as far as keeping his weight down between fights, not drinking liquor no more, staying focused, staying in that realm. And that comes with age. That comes with experience. So again, I'm not giving Curmel a pass, but I feel like we got to give young fighters the opportunity to grow because they can become something special. And that's what I see for Carmel Moton. Lastly, yeah, I said pause, y'all. I said pause. I put the AO. I put the Ayo. All right. Lastly, let me get to this last one, and then I'm gonna open up the chat. Floyd Scofield Sr. Floyd Scofield Sr. A video came out a few days ago. Matter of fact, I should have asked Two-Tone why he took the video down while he was up here. A video came out a couple of days ago, and it was posted by Two-Tone, the superstar. And what we saw on the video, it was disturbing, y'all. It was disturbing. It was a domestic dispute between Scofield Sr. and a woman. I don't know whose woman, if that was his woman, it sounded like, you know what I'm saying? But the context of the video, I don't know if y'all saw it. I'm not going to play it on the channel. You could go look it up on your own time. Coach Malachi posted it. Coach Malachi. I seen it from Two-Tone, but Coach Malachi did post it. So I will not be posting the video. Y'all can look that up on your own time. But what I saw in the video was disturbing for a few reasons. Number one, everybody in here has to know this and understand this. As men, no matter how mad you get at a woman, it's your job to walk away from that woman. If you get into the point where shit getting hectic, we've all been in situations where, like, you know what I'm saying? You could get into it with a woman and things is getting past a certain line. I understand that. But it's your job as a man, if you get into that point, you got to walk away from that. That's your job. That's what a real man do. You got to walk away from that. We can't be in positions as men where you upset at her and now you trying to take that upset out in a physical way on the woman. We don't do that. We don't stand for that on Cigar Talk. If shit getting thick, that's your job to walk away. Right? As a man, 9 times out of 10, you being the most powerful one in whatever dynamic you in with a woman, 9 times out of 10, you could beat up the woman. 9 times out of 10. Clarissa Shields, she could beat up the nigga though. So there's exceptions to every rule. But I'm saying is, and that don't make it right either. But what I'm saying is it's your job as the man and as the most powerful person. It's your job to walk away from that situation. And what I seen from Papa Scofield on that, he didn't do that. And now it played out in public. So we have to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? What I saw in that video was nasty work. I saw his response. He said that he has since went to therapy. I really hope so for that brother, that he's went to therapy and continues to do therapy, because that's what you need. Because he was so angry. It looked like he was dragging her in the video. You know what I'm saying? Threatening to shoot her and all type of shit. And that's just not cool, man. That's not cool. So as Cigar Talk, it's my job to take a stance on things that I don't feel is right, and that's one of those things. And again, I'm not here to just be, everybody got their own demons. Everybody got things that they go through. We watch his play out in a public forum. And because of that, it got to be addressed. So we got to know and we got to understand, as men, that's not how we move. As men, that's not how we move. So listen, man, we had to get those out. I want to invite people up to come cook. This is our final round of cooking. You know what I'm saying? I got to go do a couple things today. It's some football on today, so let's get it. Final round of cooking. I'm going to drop this in the chat. Final round of cooking. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Here go the topics. Topics of the day. We got Boots versus Ortiz. the breakdown of the fight, we got Curmel Moton missing weight, and we got Floyd Scofield Sr.'s video. Let me drop the link in the chat. I want to hear y'all thoughts. I'm going to cook for a little while longer before I get up out of here. Link is in the chat. Link is in the chat. All right, y'all can come pull up. Link is in the chat. Y'all want to get y'all shit off? Anyone that got anything else to say about the topics of the day? I'm going to take a couple more people before we get up out of here for today. Let me get Orthodox TV. Orthodox TV, what's popping?
Individuals have been masquerading around. You can hear me?
I hear you, brother. What's going on, man?
First and foremost, how Boots ducking somebody on a card that's not even official? That's one.
What you mean not official? What you mean?
All them fights is rumor. It ain't nothing. It's nothing official. It's nothing concrete. Nothing solid. Shakur Stevenson, we sure.
The date is solid. They definitely putting an event on the 22nd. They announced that. You know what I'm saying?
We know Shakur for sure supposed to fight on that card, but he don't even got an opponent. So that don't even make no sense, bro. You feel me?
Oh, they lock in. They lock in. The dates just got to be locked in. That don't mean the opponent locked in, but the date is locked in.
Yeah, the date is, but all them fights that's rumored to happen ain't even happening.
So tell me, you feel like a lot of people felt like Boots was ducking. Do you agree or disagree?
No, I disagree.
Tell me why.
Because it seemed like Boots, he got something planned what he want to do, and Eddie got something different for what he want Boots to do.
Okay.
So these guys sit down, have a meeting, and see where they going, where they not seeing eye to eye at. You feel me?
I agree, but I think, like I said, I don't think Boots is ducking. But I think he got to take criticism because of how it played out in public. I feel like the criticism is warranted. Do you think that?
I feel like the criticism, to be honest, a lot of the criticism, it really be stemming from Boots being Bud mandatory.
Oh, so you think it's a Bud? He's a Bud thing.
I know it's a Bud thing because everybody that hopped on here that said Boots was ducking eventually said something about Bud. That's how we know he didn't want to fight Bud for real. What do he got to do with anything?
Okay. They saying because you from Philly that you biased. That's they saying in the chat.
No, I'm not biased. But you say Boots and Bud, that's 50-50. Virgil, he tailor-made for both of them.
Yeah, I think Boots will beat up Virgil.
Boots will beat the shit up Virgil. Yeah, Boots will beat the shit out of Virgil. He slow feet. I mean, he throw a lot of punches. His feet slow. He didn't really got too much footwork. What defense he got? He got set down twice his last fight. What defense do he got? He ain't got.
They saying this Naeem. You the guy that they were saying was Southport TV, brother.
Yeah. My whole thing is, speaking of him, he's a rat, bro. He told on niggas in Philly, bro.
Who, Southport TV?
Yeah, but he keeps saying Philly the softest city in the world. That's why I've been going at him. Individuals have been masquerading around on the internet proclaiming to be some type of cholo boxer gangsters. Whole time they are rats. Southpaw TV, bro. You ain't cut like that. And he keep reporting on my pages, bro. He keep getting me blocked and all that.
Man, y'all crazy, man. But hold on, listen, last thing before we get out of here. What do you think? Because a lot of people are saying the criticism is stemming from Boots saying in the ring after the fight that he was looking to go to 154, based on the performance. So they saying if you wanted to go to 154, how come you ain't fight Virgil at 54?
Yeah. Well, that's probably just miscommunication. I can't speak up for him because I don't know nothing. I don't know what they got going on. So I can't tell you what happened. All I know is, to me, it seemed like it's a miscommunication. They need to sit down, have a meeting, see what they're going to do, what the next move going to be. I don't see why not. Why not go to 54? Fuck it.
Yeah. Okay. I blame it. Yo, man, I appreciate you pulling up, man. Orthodox TV.
My guy.
Thank you. All right, let me get Malcolm Flex. Malcolm Flex, what's popping?
Yo, you hear me? We good?
I hear you, brother. What's going on?
Oh, shout out to you, Najee. To the fellow New Yorker over here.
Oh, salute.
Shout out to my son AJ. I know he tuning in right now. What's good, my boy?
Salute,
I'm gonna just keep this shit short, man. The whole little Scofield situation, I don't really care too much about people's personal lives. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's lived life, they've been through situations with women. You know what I'm saying? I've never in my life put my hands on a woman, ever. But I've been through some shit where I've gotten so pissed the fuck off that I've thought of some shit. You know what I'm saying? But I never really act on my thoughts. If everybody in this world acted on their thoughts, they either be in jail or they'll be dead, plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a
whatever they
fact.
went through, that's what they went through. So that's just that, man. But this whole boot shit and yeah, man. Like the way I look at it, it's not really a duck. It's just a bad look. You know what I'm saying? For him to just say, I'm agreeing with you. I'd rather he just never said anything. For him to just say that he was unaware, like this has been all over social media for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? And we're in the social media era, so I don't know how he wasn't really in the loop. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a really bad look. I don't know how that works with the whole 147 shit because he already did his mandatory. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he'll get stripped. But I would have just liked it if it's like, yo, you go to 154, you fight this nigga Virgil, you get the little intern, you'll be in line to fight Fundora. Hopefully that would have happened. You get that strap, and at some point, the Bud fight was what you were really campaigning for at 147. You know what I'm saying? And everybody says that Bud ducked you, so you would have been able to force his hand. At some point, you would have been that mandatory for Bud to fight. You know what I'm saying? And if he didn't fight you, then he just don't fight you, and you kind of clear out your name. It's just like these other fighters that I feel like they should be calling other people's bluffs. You should just go push for it. And he's not gonna really undisputed at 147. He does not gonna have that much time in that weight class. He might unify. You know what I'm saying? If they get this Barrios and Ben going, it's an in-house fight. If Ben wins, it's easy money. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I'd rather you just move up to 154 and you campaign there. There's a whole bunch of green print fights going on. It just would have been a better look, man. I just wish he would have been a little quiet about the situation. And that's really it. And then the last thing with Curmel Moton, I've never really heard about the whole blood work thing before. You know, the one other time that I remember somebody having blood work that got mishandled, it had to do with the whole testing with Alicia Baumgartner. You know what I'm saying? That has to do with PEDs. So I don't want to accuse anybody of PEDs, but it's just a little bit of a crazy situation. You get what I'm saying?
You gotta take blood work for the fights, you know what I'm saying? But he was saying something about his blood work. They didn't come back with his blood work or something like that. So he just
that whole mishandling. So, and that's another thing, the 3 pounds. Yo, one thing, you know, a lot of the times these fighters, they just cut down on weight and it's just a bunch of water weight. So if you knew 3 days before, like, oh man, like let's just say he's like 138, you only got to cut like 3 pounds, or he was like 139, you only got to cut 4, and you're just gonna blow up and you just like, fuck it, I don't really care. You're gonna balloon like that. That shit is real easy to balloon in weight. Like these fighters already gained like 8 to 10 pounds before the fight. So imagine with 3 days, you get me? So that's just how I feel about it. Hopefully they can get that together. It wasn't really that professional, but that's really all I gotta say, man. I just wanted to show some love.
Hey, Malcolm, thank you, bro. I appreciate you pulling up, dog. Let me get Mac on the panel. Mac, what's popping?
Yo, what's good, Not?
What's up, my boy? Talk to me.
Hey man, for the boot shit, I really feel like he should have just took that fight. I mean, you know, Virgil at 54, he had one fight at 54, but he just come from 47 too. You feel me? So, I mean, it's kind of like a risky fight for him, but again, it's like a fight that the fans want to see, and it's gonna build his name up because Virgil got a name and he got a name. So, if he in it for the money, that's gonna bring the bigger fights and the money to his name. You feel me?
Yeah, I get that, but my only thing is, I get the hard position he's in because if you take the Virgil fight, you're gonna lose your belt. So it's like you exchanging the actual real title belt for the interim title belt. You know what I'm saying? And it just get a little muddy. So I get the I get the he's in.
Yeah, I feel that too, but I'm just like, it's like where it's at now. It's like shit. Some people with the belts ain't even got a name for real like that either. So he got to fight somebody that just the fans know. You feel me? Because if the fans don't know him, they gonna keep saying, "Oh, this nigga's a bum," or this. You feel me? Like it's just gonna always be an excuse to why he can't fight Bud. You know what I'm saying? Why he can't get these big fights? If you want these big fights, you got to fight the niggas that's coming up. You feel me? Because that's the same shit that Bud did. He fought the niggas from his era that was coming up. And that's how he got that Spence fight. Shit.
Okay.
He talking about Dart, you serious? But yeah, though, Floyd, that nigga gay. I don't got nothing against gay people, but you feel me? He just gay. He don't like women, so that's why he treat women like that. I don't got no respect.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't fuck with him. I don't really like him like that. Not saying I got nothing against him, but I don't like how he be all in the background with Floyd and shit. He just feel like the camera always got to be on him. He just not the kind of nigga I fuck with. Like, I respect. You feel me? Like, you know, like even when you did the interview with him, like that's why I ain't come on there, because I'm like, bro, I want to talk to him. I ain't trying to talk to you. You say something to him, he gonna jump in and yeah, you know, we nigga ain't trying to hear that shit. You feel
but
me?
It seems like little Floyd don't really talk a lot though. It seems like
yeah, but that's because his dad always take the show, because his dad hop in and he always talking for him. He don't get the chance to. I feel like if he get the chance to, we you know what I'm saying, we can see what he got to say for real. But
okay, I'm not mad at that. Lastly, what you think about Curmel?
I just feel like that was some last minute shit, man. It was a money grab. They were trying to put it together to get Carmel on the card, so a lot of people could draw attention to the fight. The shit didn't work out, you know. It's just simple like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, Mac, I appreciate you pulling up, brother. Thank you, man.
I appreciate you having me.
All right. Let me get Za Boxing Nation. Za Boxing Nation, what's popping?
Yo,
what's good?
What's good, man?
Talk to me, man. How you feel about the topics of the day?
Hold on, I gotta pause. I gotta echo. What'd you say?
I said, how you feel about the topics of the day?
Shit, man. You know, you can't say Boots is ducking for sure.
Okay, tell me why.
What does Virgil have for Boots?
A big name.
That's it.
Biggest money.
Karen probably a stop. I bet Karen will stop Virgil. He's not even on the caliber fighter as Boots. You know, we just throwing them in a mix because Virgil is better than everybody at 154. Most of the people at 154. But he can't fuck with Boots.
Well, I agree with that. I don't think Virgil could beat Boots. I think Boots could beat him. What I'm saying is if you want to say what does he bring into the table, it's the biggest name on your resume and the most money you ever had.
That ain't nothing for Boots.
That's
not anything for Boots. Boots is coming up from 147 with a title and everything, and he's going up to what is he gaining from fighting? I'm trying to figure out what is he gaining from fighting Virgil. He's not gaining anything but a big name fight
and money and the most money.
That doesn't mean anything though. Obviously, he make enough money. Money ain't the problem. He going for legacy. He doesn't care about fighting Virgil. Virgil is a nobody. And we all know that if we all know, let's be honest, we all know that he will stop Virgil. Let's be honest. He will stop Virgil. And I give Virgil maybe 9. And he stops Virgil because Virgil is careless.
I'm not sure if he stops him, but I definitely think he beats him. But my thing is this.
Okay.
If you say Virgil, and again, I'm playing devil's advocate here. I just want to know your thought. If you're saying that Virgil doesn't bring nothing to the table, who at 147 you feel like brings something to the table?
At 147 for Boots?
Like if he don't move up to 54. Like it's like, all right, if the Virgil fight don't happen, what's the fight that you want to see that's like, all right, well, this is the fight that makes the,
I don't think it's no. I'm trying to think, man. I can't see too many fights that really make. I'm good. I can't see too many more fights that make sense for Boots. I think that it's a good idea for him to move up, but for him to move up after his last performance and then people be like doing it because people are talking shit about your last performance is not the way to go. I believe that if he's gonna move up, he should do it when his body is ready, when he's mentally ready, spiritually ready. Like when he's ready for it. I don't think that he's in the moment. I don't think that he's ready to move up, man. At 147, he still can. He can undisputed. He can become undisputed at 147. Let's be real. He still can.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. Tell me about the other two topics. Carmel Moton.
Carmel Moton, bro, that's insane. Coming in 15 pounds, 14 pounds overweight, man. Come on now, let's talk about it, bro. That is insane.
Yeah, I don't really get it. Do you think that means he got to move up, or you think it's just?
I think that means he has to move up, and it means that he's been bullying for a little bit longer than we all know. I never had no idea that he weighed. Look, I've seen Carmel in person, and I've talked to him in person, and I did not think that he walked around at 150 or 140. Where did he come? What was the what did he come in at the weigh-in? What was his weight?
I think they said it was 14 pounds heavier, 14.8 pounds.
So he's like 145, 150.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's insane, bro. That's insane. And he's bullying. I think he's bullying that 135 division. Come on, bro. He got to move up, or 130, wherever he got to move up. Yeah, he got to move up, bro. But
right.
You know, what I think about and Scofield and his dad, man, I think Scofield's dad is a tremendous, you know, he's a great dad. But at the same time, man, like the last guy said, he does try to steal the spotlight from his son a lot. And I think that, you know, if he allowed his son to talk a little bit more, we'll get to see a lot more of, you know, Floyd Scofield, you know what I mean? And not the Floyd Scofield Sr. It's just like the Devin Haney situation. And I'm not saying they're not tremendous dads. They don't do a great job with their kids. But at the same time, bro, we want to hear more from the fighters to understand, you know, pick their brains and see where their head's at. You know, that's all I got to say. You know, that's my call.
Yo, Zod, thank you, man. Appreciate you pulling up, dog.
Yep.
All right. Yo, let me get EH back. EH, what's popping?
Najee, appreciate you, bro, for letting me back on. This was something else.
Hold on, let me read the super chat real quick.
Okay.
Thank you for the chat. New 89 Pop. He said Virgil beats most at 154, but it's not worth for Boots to fight him. LOL. Okay. All right, yo, New 89, salute, brother. Thank you, man. Yo, EH, talk to me, bro.
This is something that I forgot to mention also, too. I live in Dallas now. I'm from Philly. I live in Dallas. I live right next door to Virg. Virg is from Grand Prairie. The fight that he was supposed to fight when he got sick, and Arbolado and Zepeda headlined that fight. I bought a ticket to that fight because I wanted to see Virgil. Virgil, as far as money is concerned, Virgil don't sell what Boots sell. Boots did $14,000 the first time and a little bit less than that the second time with two guys whose last name you can't pronounce. So people talking about, because I saw a Mexican brother in there saying he got the Mexicans. Y'all haven't been supporting Virgil like that. Don't even tell that lie, because I live in Dallas. So I'm saying the money, if it was going to be a big money fight, it would just be because Turkey going to kick it out. Now, the reason why the team didn't take the fight or whatever, or they didn't have it, this is the other thing. And I haven't heard anybody say this, and I'm surprised you didn't bring this up, Najee, because you was at the fight, right?
Yeah, at the Boots fight?
The second one, yeah.
Yeah, I was at both of them.
Right. Did you see Connor? I took a picture with Connor Ben, because I like Connor Ben. Did you see Connor?
No, I didn't see him, no.
Oh, you didn't see him? Okay, he was there. Connor, when we've been hearing all of these interviews that Eddie been doing, he's talking about getting Connor a fight with Mario Barrios. Well, how the fuck that happened? Where'd you all of a sudden this revelation come from? And you've had one of the baddest 147s in the planet for the last couple of fights. Now all of a sudden, when Connor got his business taken care of, you want to get him a fight with Mario Barrios. You ain't trying to get him a fight with the 147-pounder you got there, because Connor ain't got nothing but a good name. Virgil don't have a bigger name than Connor as far as money that will come in. He got that little job belt. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so for Boots to make the statement that he made about negotiations happening and him not knowing what's going on, that's another reason why I just can't be so quick to say, oh, my little brother lying. Because all of this stuff is going on with Connor, and it's like, well, Eddie, what are you doing? But see, Eddie is being a classical promoter. That's why there was so much outrage with Oscar, Bob, and other promoters toward Al when he came in, because Al is an advisor. And he's going to advise you properly on your career. It's not just about the fights that fans want to see. We want to see a guy fight every month. We want to see him fight all the top guys in a row. We don't care if he get his head beat in. That's just how we think. So for Boots to make that, put that on Twitter, that comment that he made, I can believe that, because there's so much other stuff going on where it's making me scratch my head, and I'm looking at Eddie, because you know Boots only got one fight left with him. You understand what I'm saying? So I can believe that. The Curmel Moton thing, Curmel is a young man. I feel like that weight thing, because it was so much weight, I feel like that was deliberate. I don't know why, because I haven't been following all the ins and outs, and I don't know why, but I feel like that's just wild. 14 pounds. That's kind of like, man, I ain't even fighting tonight. Yeah. So I don't know. I can't say. I mean, I just hope is he advised by Al Heyman? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's kind of wild. But again, man, we got to remember as fans, boxing is a business, man. It's so much stuff that goes on behind the scenes that we just don't understand. Like, we just like the fights and we entertained by it. You know what I mean? So that's, I don't know, because that's wild right there. That 14-pound shit is wild.
That
And the
is
other
wild.
situation, bro, that's a whole nother show. I don't even want, you know what I mean? Like, I just hope things work out for that, because I don't like that. Like, I don't like that just particularly because I'm a black man, and I don't like to see that. That's
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's just, and I ain't gonna act like I'm better than nobody, bro. So that's bad. Like, we need to fix that shit.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. But like I said, is when things play out in public, unfortunately, that's stuff that, I have to address, you know what I'm saying, based on we saw the video, you know what I mean? So it got to be addressed, and clearly we don't stand for that. I would say the last thing I wanted to say to your original point, though, regarding Boots and Virgil, was just that, again, is I got to keep reiterating, I don't think it's a duck, but the statement, I just wish he wouldn't have said nothing. I would have rather Boots not said nothing like he always do. Boots don't even barely talk. Whenever I'm around Boots, he's told me that before. He's like, yo, I'm going to do this interview with you because, I'm supporting you, but I don't even like to talk. I don't want to do, he just want to fight. So I would have rathered him just not talk nothing. In the statement, when he said, I don't know about negotiations, like I said, I can't say whether he's lying or not. It sounds very suspicious. But even if it's the truth, we don't want to hear that. That's not a good. The truth. Sometimes it's better for you not to say nothing than to tell me a truth that don't sound true. I would have rather him not say nothing. Don't even say nothing than to tell me that, because now it's hard for me to even believe that, whether it's true or not. Maybe it is true, but just being honest, it don't sound true. So it's like. And I've been in situations like that. I'm going to tell you a quick little story, matter of fact. Quick story. This is when I was a kid. My mom's was strict. She like, shit ain't right. My mom's going to whoop my ass. That's how my household went, right? Mm-hmm. So I used to be wild in school, you know what I mean? I used to wild out in school, whatever. So I remember I was in middle school. And like I said, I was already kind of bad. Like I, get suspended, all type of shit. And my mom, like, if I come back and that report card ain't right, Mom's gonna be on my ass, right? So I'm like, all right, I get out of school, right? This is a true story. I get out of school. It's report card day. I got my report card, all that. I'm looking at my report card. Now, mind you, this day is fucking raining and storming. It's windy. It's everything right now. And I'm looking at my report card, and somebody's running and hits my hand, and the report card flies out my hand. The wind takes the shit and goes, and the shit flew all the way, and it went in this little sewer or whatever. I couldn't get it. I went home and I told my mom, I was like, yo, Ma, listen, I know it's gonna sound crazy, but the wind took my report card. See, boy, you think I'm stupid? You see what I'm saying? And even though it was a true story, it's like it don't even matter that it was true because it sounds so crazy.
All right, now listen. This is deeper, but did you tell the truth?
I did tell the truth.
Did you tell the truth? Listen, bro, there's so many people that came before us, spiritual people that suffered. No, and I know that's on some religious shit, but sometimes you gotta suffer to tell the truth. There's so many men out there who got women that they love, and they got other women that they want to be with that they love too. And instead of telling the woman you got the truth, you lie because you think you protecting her. No, tell her the truth because she has a right to make a decision based on the truth you telling her. You can't tell a lie and then think people supposed to design their life around the lie you telling. That's why we be having so much violence between each other. Tell the truth, and whatever comes out of it, at least you can say I told the truth.
Well, that's true. All right. Thank you,
bro.
Brother. All right. Yo, Lenny, you hilarious, bro. I was ducking my mom. That's crazy. Nigga said I'm ducking Tank. Yo, I gotta wrap up, man. My girl on my head. We supposed to go Christmas shopping. We gotta get a tree. She want to get a tree. I'm about to get out about here. Let me get two more. Let me get Carl Brown. Carl Brown back to the stage.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yo, I hear you, brother.
You can hear me?
I hear you, brother. Talk to me.
All right, yeah. All right, I wanted to say something before I got off last time, because I wanted to point out something. Like, how many people in the chat were better against Karen if Karen was to fight Brian Norman? I'm just asking that. Like how many people will put their money on Brian Norman against Karen after what we seen? Because that's what we based it Madrimov off. We ain't know nothing about him until we seen Terrence Crawford get in the ring with him. I'm just asking, how many people will put their money on Brian Norman over Karen? You get what I'm saying? And to address what you were talking about the Carmel, like I ain't gonna front. Like you said, he don't get no passes, but this the pass right here. We boxing fans. We don't want to see nothing like that. We don't want to see it happen one time and that's it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of our favorite fighters done did this, but that was beyond crazy. I think that it was like only way I could think about it as a boxing fan and seeing that it was like too much of a late notice or something like that. It's like waking up out of the bed or 2 days notice. If it ain't one of those, then you know what I mean. Nobody can make no excuse doing them. But all we can say is we got to give him this pass. That's the young boy. We all looking for. Shut up. We all looking for his upcoming fight. You know what I mean? But my thing is like the same way we gave Magic. Shut up. The same way we. My bad. The same way we gave Madrimov his credit after fighting Bud. You know what I mean? We got to give Karen that same respect too, because Karen just looked good. We can't just say Boots was just exposed. Like Boots, look, he got in a fight with Karen. This Karen's second time. What y'all expect for Karen not to do his homework on Boots and get better the next? Because that's exactly what it looked like. The first time he didn't know nothing about Boots. He ran around, but even when he was running around, I seen them left hooks landing in the first fight. It's just this time he sat there with Boots. Boots wasn't exposed. And you know what's crazy? Boots can't leave 147 without seeing Brian Norman. That with Brian Norman talking, they gotta fight, man. He can't get away with that. Act like he called Boots' name out and they said they'd knock Boots out. Come on, we boxing fans, y'all. We boxing fans. We want to see that. If anything, let bump the Virgil Ortiz fight. We should be. Brian Norman got to see Boots. That's the fight that we all need to see.
I respect
and that's just my point on that, bro.
Okay.
And salute to you and the whole panel. Keep doing what you're doing. You already know. There's always love over here. But yeah, that's the fight that we should be pushing for, bro.
Nah, I respect that. I respect that, man. Yo, Carl, thank you for pulling up, man. I appreciate you, dog.
You already?
All right. Yo, first of all, y'all niggas gonna respect me in this goddamn chat, all right? I'm the A side in my relationship, niggas. I don't want to hear y'all gonna respect me in this goddamn chat. Come on, chat. Don't do me like that. Niggas is cooking me. Niggas said I'm the B side in my relationship. That is insanity. Yo, chat. Nah, Crash Out. I ain't gonna lie, Crash Out. You about to get banned, nigga, because you started it up, Crash Out. You about to get banned, nigga. I'm the goddamn A side in this house. You know what I'm saying? I'm Michael. You know what I mean? I'm Floyd. I'm TBE. You know what I mean? Don't be doing that, Crash Out. Y'all niggas is crazy. Y'all niggas is crazy. Hey, hold on. Let me read because I highlighted this stupid comment right here. I'm going to take one more before I go. Yo, girl behind you, right? Yo, listen, I'm the A side, man. Come on, y'all wildin'. It's cigar talk, baby. Don't get it fucked up. It's cigar talk. Man, I just respect my woman. You know what I mean? All right. Let me, the matching Christmas sweaters. Chill, bitch. Chill, Fresh. Chill, Fresh. Don't do it, Fresh. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. All right. Let me address this stupid comment right here. Mateo says, Najee, why do you worship Nipsey Hussle as satanic homosexual? One, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Two, I'll tell y'all really right now, real quick. I work in the music industry. A lot of y'all, I don't know if y'all know that. My regular day job, I work for Sony Records. I'm a music executive. I used to manage an artist back in the day, one of my homies. And we had some buzz in the city. And Nipsey Hussle invited us on tour. This is the Crenshaw tour. This was about 2014. 2014. Nipsey Hussle invited us to the Crenshaw tour. And I got the chance to be out. It was a 22 city tour. So, you know, we did 22 cities. That was the first time that I got the chance to really see firsthand a black brother that made me feel I can do this, right? I met Nipsey. So how we got on the tour, I met Nipsey's, a friend of mine knew Nipsey's cousin. And we, you know what I'm saying? We polyed it up and we got together. He was like, yo, if y'all niggas want to come on tour, let's do it. Changed my life. That tour changed my entire life. Now, why I got Nipsey Hussle in the back was I've been able to accomplish a lot of things in music. I make a pretty good salary. I've done a lot. I make some good money. I keep doing it. Yeah, you saw the plaques in my office. That was my first plaque back here in Macklemore, Glorious. So I got a bunch of plaques, you know what I'm saying? But Najee took AB advice and got his girl back. Nah, this is a new girl, baby. We on the bigger, better things. We on the bigger, better things. This is new. This new. All right. But let me say this. Nipsey Hussle was the first person that embraced me. And he did this tour. It was with his family. Like his cousin was the nigga that was security, his barber. Then he had his mans working the merch table. And it was the first time that I saw somebody that I was like, yo, this makes me feel like I can do it. And Nip gave me a lot of advice. He showed me how he was moving. He showed me how to really do the music thing from an independent standpoint. And that changed my life, man. So when Nipsey died, that really disturbed me, man. You know, that was a brother that really, he really had an impact on my life. So that's why I got Nipsey up here, man. So rest in peace, Nip, man. We ain't doing no Nipsey disrespecting here. Rest in peace, Nip. All right. Last thing before I get up out of here, let me get Neverfold back to the stage, and then we out. Neverfold, what's popping?
Yo, Najee.
Bro,
You on hot, huh?
come on, man. We ain't tolerating no Nipsey disrespect, bro. That's my guy. We ain't doing that.
Hey, but dog, with the Curmel Moton shit, bro, like, what's up with his peoples, bro? His old boy, like, what's up with his pops? Like, he supposed to be on point.
Man, I don't really know. It's hard to say. It's so much weight that I don't really know what to say about it. What's your take?
But my personal opinion is that, bro, we all know Thanksgiving, right? That had to be, for me. That's what I'm looking at. Because ain't no way you coming in 15 pounds. That's what they say.
But you're not gaining 15 pounds off of Thanksgiving, brother.
Bro, he's a boxer. And when them boys fight, they not eating for real. You feel me? So Thanksgiving right there, he gonna eat.
Not for 15 pounds, though, Neverfold. Maybe like 5, 7.
Bro, 15? Niggas be going crazy Thanksgiving, bro. You can't cap.
What you had on Thanksgiving, nigga?
Shit, I just had 2 plates. That's it.
Okay. So you give Carmel a pass for this?
Nah, I'm not giving him a pass because as an athlete, even though you young, you've been seeing this. And let's not forget where he came from Floyd Gym. So he been seeing the hard work and the discipline and all that. So you can't come in the game doing shit like that right now, bro. You feel me? And then let's not forget the card was his he was the main
he was headliner.
Main performer. You feel me? He was headlining. You can't fold on that, bro. That's his first time headlining, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
I believe so.
Yeah, you can't be headlining coming in 15 pounds. And he should never even try to weigh in. For what?
I agree with that. I wouldn't have weighed in either. I would have just put out a statement that we're not fighting, but I wouldn't have weighed in though. It was a bad look. But
he said something about that though. He said he wasn't gonna weigh in, but I guess his team or some shit or something like that. I forgot what he said. But
I said, I don't give him a pass, but at the end of the day, I think young fighters are gonna make mistakes. So I have a little bit of leeway and leg room for a young fighter making a mistake. You know, he deserves the criticism that come with it, but I can't be too hard on him because you know he a real young fighter, man.
Yeah, that's why the first thing I said is his pops and his family, bro. You feel me? It's his pops he with him. You got to be on point. You feel me?
Nah, that
but
makes sense.
The last shit I want to say, bro, like I see only you talked about Sonny Edwards quitting. You feel me? 2 rounds in a fight, he quit. Bro, let that would have been a black boxer. Niggas would have been talking about this shit the whole year.
Ooh.
Tyson Fury got spanked. Niggas stop talking about that shit. When it's us, whatever happened to us, celebrate. Niggas talking about that shit every day. What's up with that, bro? Keep that same energy. Stop picking and choosing. And nigga quit 2 rounds in. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
You kind of cooking, Neverfold. You kind of cooking right now, Neverfold.
You the only motherfucker that spoke on that shit. That's it.
You kind of cooking right now, Neverfold. So do you feel like black boxers are held to different standards than other races, other boxers?
That's a fact. We all know that. It's been like that since day one. It's never gonna stop. You feel me? It's never gonna stop. To this day, niggas still talking about Earl getting beat by a fucking all-time great Bud.
But I mean, also to be fair, and let me say this point though. What about, because you know, people with bigger expectations, people gonna talk about it more. I don't know how big Sonny Edwards' expectations is, but you know, certain fighters like you mentioned, Errol, he got big expectations on him.
What about Tyson Fury? He got spanked. Why they not talking about that to this day?
Was spanked by Usyk?
Yeah, he literally got knocked out and got saved by the fucking ref.
I can't say spank because I thought Tyson Fury was winning before he.
He was, but if you fold, you fold. You can't talk about, oh, yo, I was winning the third quarter, but fourth quarter when it's time
I'm
to
saying
win the game.
That's different than like a nigga just beating your ass and you quit. That's a little different though. Like,
you know and why niggas not talking about it though? How the fuck Boots, that little shit, that little suspect, we hearing different shit. How the fuck Sonny Edwards not the #1 topic? He quit 2 rounds in a fight. Talking about, yo, I don't even want to be in here, bro.
That's true though. Lenny P, salute Lenny P. He says Edwards was going to retire after that fight. He was done. So either way, he was going to retire though.
So, yeah, if he would have knocked Buddy out, we wouldn't have heard no shit like that. Stop the cap, bro. Stop.
I mean, to be fair, I heard this writer Rob. I follow this dude from the UK. He said that before Sonny Edwards told him before the fight he was going to retire no matter what the outcome was.
They should have been talking about that shit before the fight, or not him. Somebody that knew about it. We ain't heard about that shit.
Nah, you're right about that. Well, I like that point, Neverfold. You know what I'm saying? I really like that point, man.
For sure, Najee. Hey, keep cooking, bro. You feel me? Hey, y'all pull up. You said next week.
Yeah.
Us pulling up.
I'm gonna get the date today. I'm gonna announce it. It might be tomorrow, y'all. I'm gonna get the exact date today, but I want y'all to make sure. Hold on, Neverfold. I'm gonna let you off. Thank you, bro.
All right, for sure.
All right. Yo, listen, y'all. I appreciate everybody pulling up, man, on a Sunday. I know it's football Sunday, so if you came to rock with me and talk some boxing, thank you. I appreciate you. If you dropped a super chat, I appreciate you. I just want to say this. I'll be in the building for the press conference, Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach on Tuesday. I will be in the building. If y'all got any questions, let me know. I'll ask the questions at the press conference that y'all want to hear. I don't know if Tank gonna be mad or not. I don't know. I haven't seen him or spoke to him since we had the little altercation on Twitter. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what it looks like. I'm looking forward to the fight, man. I'm looking forward to this fight. You know what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna be on the swivel. Don't do that. Y'all know I'll be on the swivel. My head stay off the line. You know what I'm saying? But nah. Listen, I don't got no problems with Tank, man. It was what it was. You know, he got mad. Hopefully he's not still mad. We'll see. You know what I mean? But I'm going to go bring out his good content. Nigga said, am I going to bring headgear in case I run into the tank? That's hilarious. I'm going to bring out his good content. I'm going to keep cooking and bringing some dope stuff to the table, man. I want y'all to know, like I said, next week, it might be tomorrow. I'm going to double check today. David Benavidez will be on next week. So I need y'all to be up here cooking with me. I need y'all to talk to David Benavidez because that's one of the best fights in boxing to be made. 2025, Benavidez versus David Morrell. I want to see it. Y'all want to see it. And man, I can't wait. Doing media with headgear on. Y'all niggas crazy, man. Y'all niggas is crazy, man. Bring a mouthpiece. I might do it tomorrow, y'all. Yo, is tomorrow good? Put tomorrow in the chat if tomorrow worked for you. If y'all cool with tomorrow for the David Benavidez interview, drop tomorrow in the chat. Let me see how many tomorrows we get. I'm trying to get it on a good day when everybody can pull up. Drop tomorrow in the chat if that works for you. Oh, I see some tomorrows. Sumar, that's no good for you, Sumar? I see a couple of tomorrows in the chat. All right. Yo, listen, man. I do this for us. I do this for the community. I do this for boxing. I've reached out to Team Boots. I haven't got a response back yet. I would love to get them on the show to talk about it, to talk about everything that's happened. Because, again, like I said, my final thoughts, I don't think Boots is ducking. You got to know what a fighter do in order to say it's a duck. We have to know. We have to know. So I got to see what he do before I can say, like, oh, I feel like that's a duck. I just feel like it wasn't a good look. I don't like how they handled it. That's what I say. But you're right. Salute, Lenny P. Thank you for everybody pulled up. Like Lenny P said, this family in here. I don't got fans. I got family. If y'all see me at the fights, pull up. Say what's up. Let's chop it up. I love to meet y'all, man. I love to meet everybody who come to the chat and show love, man. Y'all my family. Y'all my cousins, man. It's Big Cigar Talk Energy. Thank you for pulling up. Let's do it, man. Let's stay there. Follow me at Najee Chill on Twitter. That's where I be at cooking. I'm on I'm on Instagram, but I don't really post a lot like that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, y'all my cousins, man. Salute to all of y'all. Thank you for supporting me. And I'm gonna make 2025 one of those years for us, for this channel. Everybody here right now, y'all niggas exactly third cousins. Y'all third cousins. Everybody that's here right now, y'all special. Because when this channel grows to be one of them channels where we the top channel in the whole boxing, y'all was here first. And y'all know how we rocking. I support people that rock with me, man. So thank you, bro. I appreciate y'all. I don't say bro because it's some ladies in here too. Thank y'all. Never go get your A-side privileges back from your girl. You'll never fold. You about to be banned next week. Never fold. You about to get banned for that next week, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yo, thank y'all, man. Cigar Talk, we keep it real. Make sure y'all tap in with me. We out of here.